day. Yeah, you said it. You said it. Okay. Hope everyone's doing awesome today. Doing well. Wow, audio sounds great. Feeling good. Happy I was blessed with such a cool voice, right? Yeah. I can go low. I can go high. Shout out to Jesse B. First one out there. So happy you were streaming on the weekend. It's hard for me to focus on your stream during the week. I miss so many jewels you share on the stream. BS Social Swap, what's going on? Shout out to everybody out there on the stream. How's everybody doing? YFI would bounce back up. I thought it was going to come all the way back down here. It would tank to 21.21, but just continue to rise back to 25.73. So YFI, will it come back down though, all the way to the bottom of the triangle? Stay tuned to the end of the show, and we will show you what's up with YFI. Now, we'll get into Bitcoin as well. And we're going to stop, and we're going to check out what happened to Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin last night, if you weren't paying attention, unreal. I went to bed early last night. I couldn't handle it. This was a bull flag. I was bullish on Bitcoin until you have to be bullish until it's not bullish. So you just keep drawing your bull flags, and all you do is put stop losses right below bullish patterns. And that way, if it falls out of the bullish pattern, sometimes you get wicked up on a scary wick. You know, they're stop hunting. But hey, most of the time, if it keeps dumping, you don't have to feel the dump. I went to bed and I was winning. What happened? We waited for YFI correction, then boom. I told BCT coming to 18K. Well, BTC went to 17,631. Wish I was awake for that. Usually it happens at 4 a.m. Let's see where it happened today. 6 a.m. they got us. Yep, they get us. It's always between 4 and 6 a.m. I'm telling you, every single time. It's that one time when nobody's awake, so they can get in. Now, that was an amazing buy. I'm sure I would have bought that dip. How you buy these. Now, stay tuned. At the end of the stream, I'm going to show you how you would have bought this dip if you were awake to see it, and how you would have caught it. What verifications, what indicators, how you can know when you're in the perfect position to buy the dip. I've perfected it. I've done it about 20 times now in the last 2 weeks. So I'm pretty confident that it works. And it's worked about, 20 out of 20 times. Now, the trade always goes in my favor. Whether I close the trade or not after that point, it depends. But the trade always goes in my favor. So I've seen it now about, I'm not going to lie, 20 out of 20 times. So stay tuned. Towards the end of the show, we're going to show you how. If I was in this situation and I saw this wick going down, how would I have the knowledge to know it wasn't keep going? How would I have the knowledge to know it was time to buy into this dip? And if you stay tuned throughout the stream, we will let you know towards the end. That's the gem that I'm going to give away. Now, Bitcoin doing great, still in my opinion. If you could see, it just kind of really came down to support. I feel like it had a little, this is this wick here. And again, always draw your previous support and resistance lines. So we're going to start fresh on Bitcoin. I'm going to show you how I would trade Bitcoin from the very beginning. I go to the 3-day. Now, I want to show you something. Okay. Something that's so key. Okay. To me, this is, they call them Adam and Eve double bottoms, but I like to change it up. I know that life is never the same. So to me, this is an Eve and Adam double bottom, you know. That is a cup. Whether it's perfect or not, it is a cup. Shift to blue. Yeah. Bit of a cup there. Okay. And then this is just the atom. So they always call it an Adam and Eve double bottom, but this is the, right? Eve and Adam. Where's it come from? Will come from Adam as a point. Eve is a round womb. That's what I'm guessing. So, you know, Adam and Eve. So now you take this place here. And this is what happens like every time, honestly. And then you take your neckline to the bowl. And you break out from here. And that's usually your target of these types of situations. So that puts Bitcoin well above its all-time high. And I'm telling you, you usually get 40% gains. And Bitcoin was at 13,000. So that would put 40% of Bitcoin, a little half would be like 6.5. So we already did get, I guess, 40% of the move. You can say, yeah, 43. It's that crazy? 43%, like on par. And I can even show you a video where Crypto Love discusses this, and he says you're gonna get 43% out of this move. You know, so look at Bitcoin and just doing what it does. And then you could also just go back to what we teach here on the channel. How many times do I say the word inverted head and shoulders? And that's an inverted head and shoulders. And what you do is you create a neckline. You just simplify things for yourself. Create a neckline, you buy the breakout on the neckline. It's so simple. And then if you want your target there, you take your neck to the head and you move it over. And look, uncanny. So that would have told you time to get out of Bitcoin. 18.8 at the target. All right, now, here's the one thing. You got a guy on my channel who's making great calls, BS Social Swap. But the deal with BS is BS, you make calls, right, and they fall through. I can't see them all the time. I want a way where people can pin calls. I think we're going to make like another channel for just pinned calls. And if you have like something you want to see or a prediction, you put it there. So it's charts and calls. And that way people can just scan. Because we're getting a lot of good information in the channel, but I think we need to make a new channel to separate the goodies from the different stuff going on. Because I know not everyone gets, even I'm missing some things and there's gems in there. So we'll have to reorganize kind of like the channel in there so we can just get the most information for everybody possible. Now, but this is what you see happening. I mean, this was, as you can see, like head and shoulders breakout. I showed you this. We play these patterns all the time. It's interesting that it went textbook pattern. You know, you could also, you could do it a few ways. You can make this your triangle. This also works. The problem with these, see, I don't understand what you're saying. We're gonna, so they need to be like scalps fast in. BS, you need to, I gotta teach you how to like formulate exactly what thought you're trying to say. And articulate, because your information is unreal, but sometimes it's not coming across perfectly due to maybe a language barrier or something. So, and honestly, I also think you're just vague. I think you actually know exactly what you want to say. It's just vague. Like right now, you just said the problem with these 2-3 days, we long correction downside. I have no idea what that means. This is what I think it means. I think in 2 days we go down. So they need to be like scalps fast in, fast out. You're saying for the next 2 to 3 days, if you're trading alts, you should be careful and you should make sure you're in and out of the trade. Is that what you're saying? And see how if I have to ask, it just makes everyone else have to ask, which adds confusion to the channel. All right, so shout out to everyone here. We just have a really, we're getting kind of into a tight-knit community, and I really value what everyone says. And because of that, I want to make sure everyone, I want to make sure what he says is actually coming out, and people are getting that information. So, I want to make sure. So anyway, shout out to everyone on the live stream. 10 people watching, 4 likes. Come on, step up those likes. I would hit the like for you. That's what I do. So let me know. Hit those likes. Let me see those pop in. Anyway, 18205, Bitcoin. Let's see what what's doing. So now, something I did see, and I wanted to show you guys, okay, was I was waiting for a curve on the MACD. And this is what I was waiting for right here. See this? That was it. That was it. Now, I told you until we saw a curve here, I was going to be bullish. But this curve tells me that maybe we're ready for the correction. There's a chance that we're ready to correct, right? I mean, this is where it starts, these curves. Now, could we curve to it and jump away? Yes, there's a chance. We're super overextended. You can see the daily. This is the lifespan of the daily. This was the 20K bull run there. We had huge mountainous hills. So I guess we could get another mountainous hill. But remember, there's corrections in here. I feel like we're at this first hill right here. And we've done good. And we've gone up pretty high. But I think it's time for somewhat of a correction. The thing is, Bitcoin runs so fast and so hard, it's hard to sometimes sell it. Because you go to sell it and you just worry that oh my God, if I don't get it back cheaper, and I let that Bitcoin sail off, and I end up with less Bitcoin, I'm going to be a little sad, right? So that's how I feel. My long-term holds. Do you get me? Maybe not. No, man, you confuse now even me. Example on Uni. We long it after the pump, but that pumps are short period, and we create a bigger down. Oh, you're saying to long now on small dips, but just get out fast. Like, don't let these dips make you think you're going in for the long haul. Hey, I mean, that's why dollar cost averaging, I tell a lot of people, I've made more money dollar cost averaging than day trading. I'll be honest with everybody here. I've made so much more money dollar cost averaging than trading. Every time dollar cost averaging has outpaced my trading. I'll be dead honest. Sometimes I wonder if I should just dollar cost average, and then walk out into the sun and just hang out all day. I kind of do like to trade. It's maybe like an obsession of mine. SRM took a dump too, man. It didn't matter what it was. Took a bit of a dump. So let's look at Bitcoin and really break it down. Where do I see it happening? Where is the support and resistance? What is going on, Mr. Bitcoin? So, like I showed you, the first thing I do, we showed you we have the double bottom action played out perfectly, right? Beautifully. And then also you could have just taken this triangle like we do all the time. How many triangles do we talk about here on the channel? And then you could just put there your measured move with your triangle. And they both give me the same target of 23,600. So someone else has this target in mind. Someone else is playing with this target. Look how close we were to all-time highs. Unbelievable. Look, that's our last form of resistance. So let's look at support and resistance now. And what we have to do is we have to go way back on the left. Isn't that funny? We have to go back 3 years to find out what's going to happen today. Isn't that awesome? And that's how these charts work. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Can I get your opinion on Matic, medium, or long-term? For sure. For sure. I like Matic. It's a good project. One of the ones that sparks my interest and always makes me interested in it. So I'm going to take this line here too. You're just going to take every level of support that I see. 1, 2, 3 levels of support and resistance. And then we also have down here. We got a few. Okay. These should all come into play. And then we got our top one here. And even a little middle one. I'm just going to go hard with these lines. Okay, now we're going to go back. And we're going to see where Bitcoin should fall and rise due to support and resistance. Now, okay. So you can clearly see we hit that. And I didn't make this line on this line. I made it way over here on the left. And you can see it came into play. So Bitcoin at 18,993, 9,000 rejection, 19,000 rejection, basically, we can call that, right? But came back down, but got wicked back up. That buy pressure is telling me that I think Bitcoin's on its way further up. And the reason is because look for a wick this big on the 4 hour. You really can't find one, honestly. Here's one right here. So to me, these are very similar places we're in, as you can see on the chart. Right? And we are in similar situations on the RSI, on the MACD and the RSI. It was turning down. RSI was dumping. It looked like we were done. One difference is the Stokes were lower at that point, but maybe they were up here. Yeah, the Stokes were lower at this point. They started to curve down. So that's interesting. We want to see the Stokes come back down. We want to see the RSI maybe hit off this dotted line. Who knows? Maybe it stays up here and pins. What I am worried about is that daily MACD. I've circled it here, and we have that cross that we didn't have before. But we actually, you know what? This looks very similar to this because right here we did have it. See, we have the point pointing down. So that's what's telling me is, do we... Now, 9 out of 10 times I would have sold on any other asset. But because this is Bitcoin, and because the Game of Thrones girl just posted that she wants to long it, and because more and more celebrities are talking about it, Logic the rapper just bought $6 million worth at 10. He made himself a few million already. He made himself about 3 million easy right off the bat. So people are expanding their net worth with Bitcoin fast. Okay, it's getting obvious to the mainstream people now. Things that I've been saying for years are now coming out in the woodwork. And this wick tells me that there's buy pressure, extreme buy pressure. I think we should have dumped all the way back down to one of these support areas, 17,165, or even back down that we usually hit support after we break from other previous support. The fact that we didn't come all the way down here to 17,101, that's an indication that I feel like Bitcoin is not done. You know, it's just not done. I have to be honest. Even though everything tells me that it is, you know, when we go to the MACD, like it can go way higher than this. Actually, yeah, look at that. That's nothing. So we can have a serious run up for Bitcoin. I don't think we're done yet, in my opinion. The fact that we're back over 18, huge deal. Huge deal. Only thing I'm upset about is that I wasn't awake to catch this on a leverage trade, because we would have. And if you're here, we're going to show you how you would have caught it on a leverage trade. We're going to teach you everything you need to learn about how to catch this dip on a leverage trade. So stay tuned. Stay tuned, please, because that's going to be a gem of all gems. And even if you've seen it before, I think you want to see it again a couple times so you can really get it in your mind. Now, so basically, this is what we're going to say. Last call for Bitcoin is we got to see if it bounces or crosses this line. If we get a bounce, we're going to keep ripping. If we cross, then that may be a time to close the trade. We'll see. We'll see. So all eyes on Bitcoin. I need to nail this down. I've missed your training during the week. No worries. We'll get it. We'll get it. So stay tuned. We are going to nail that. Okay, so I missed some chat here. No, man, you confused now, even me. Example on Uni, we long it after the pump, but that pumps are short periods and create bigger down. You get me now? Yes, that happens when usually the 4-hour Stoch is on top and the MACD light green color. Can I get your opinion on Matic Medium? Thanks. I'm on the fence for buying some. I'm a holder. Awesome. Okay, so let's just take a look at Bitcoin dominance right now. Good sign that dominance came back down. This was great for the alts. And it's funny, right? How it hit my parabola perfectly. This is strange, right? That's strange. Anyway, and then we can see that it comes back, formed this bull flag, popped out of the bull flag, hit my line, my green lines here. And I'm telling you, draw your support and resistance lines. You're going to nail your trades. They're going to help you take profits exactly at the perfect place every time. And boom, hits right here, gets rejected. And if you look at it, insane how the line goes right to my line. There's a little wick up, but basically right there, 67.43, and then comes back down, forms its way back into the pattern, and now is fighting. We want to see this not continue into a bull flag, but right now, what I do is I negate any ups and downs. So like I forget about this, and I act as if the pattern was still complete. We're still in the pattern. Anything can happen. We are getting into that MACD turn. RSI is going down. There's a chance that Bitcoin still surges into the coming week. And we have some serious movement for Bitcoin. So be careful for your alts. That was a nice little weekend relief rally for the alts. I feel like it was like a relief rally. That's exactly what it is. It was just to keep them going, get some money into their systems, right? So they're not depleted all the way. And let's talk about my sells, okay? I'm selling. Let's talk about what I did during this market. Now, I went into OMG. I went into XRP. I went into Band. I went into Atom. Let's see what else I went into. Go over basically because I want to show you what I sold and why I sold them. And that's kind of the reason that I'm going over this. Because I'm all in Tether. I went into Tether last night, 100%. Except for two 750 trades, very small. I have an Ether trade open, and I opened an XRP trade. And honestly, I fell asleep, but my hunch for XRP was right. I thought it was going to pump a little more. XRP's at 43 now, 42.67. So I'll show you what's going on. Now, I'll show you now. Now, right now I have a BTC position. It says I'm down $371, but I'm really not. This is an accumulated 0.7 Bitcoin that I accumulated over the bear market. So this is a Bitcoin I've paid probably around 5,000 for. So it's 13,000 in profit. But just when you go here and you go to edit your position, and if I were to make this bought price at like 6,000, then, you know, lower or equal to the actual price, then it, you know, this starts playing games, you know. Like this says value lower or equal to the actual price. Yeah, so see, it doesn't work when you give your bought price 6,000. So I have to tell it. I should just say my bought price is like 12,000 then, just so it knows I'm not like, yeah, I'm not like completely in the dirt. So take profit 30,000, you know, 22,000, something, 24,000. Stop loss, we can say at 12,000, right? I'm just, you know, I would never want to sell this Bitcoin at 12,000. So I almost like don't even want to put a stop loss. I'm just trying to see when I can get out at the right moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, so anyway, so there, I just didn't want to, so it made this position look like it was a negative position, but it's not. Like, this position is in the positive. So I didn't want that to, like, you know. So anyway, so I'm holding a Bitcoin because I'm thinking of selling one. I was thinking of selling one at 18.8. Would have loved to have bought it back at 17.5. The institutions made that highly impossible. So I'm still holding an ETH trade. I got in at 469. It's at 530. I feel no reason to sell my ETH. I just think it's just going to continue up to 700. So that position I'm just going to start adding to until it's probably about 2,800, 3,000. Today may be a good day to get into some ETH, but we'll get into that as well. And then I'm holding some XRP 750. That was it. That's absolutely it. I'm not holding a lot. Last night I decided to close every trade I was in. I was too tired. I had went 3-4 days on 2-3 hours of sleep. I traded my Tukas off. And, you know, last night my wife just said, hey, call it a day. Close it down. You know, you've done well. You did good. Like, give yourself a break. And that's what I did. And, yeah, so some days you just have to turn off the action, man. You got to tell yourself, you're not going to hit every single trade. You're not going to win. And I saw my traders, you guys were still going. But I sold Atom at, I wanted to sell at 593, but that dip caught me at 567. So should have sold the top on that. Sold Band at 679, but I was up at 722 and I was about to close the trade. That huge dip, I had just kind of moved up some take profits and some stop losses and take profit, and then that huge dip yesterday in the middle of the day. Or late afternoon, just kind of took out a chunk of my profits. But I got out. I mean, I got out. Like, I was in at 619 on Band, out at 679. In at 519 on Atom, out at 567. I was up at 590 on both, though. Ocean, I ended up getting stopped out at break even. But I was up $80 within like a few minutes of opening that trade. Uni, I took a small Uni trade, 376. I sold at 387. Then I got in at Atom at 520. I sold at 546. That was another trade. And then I got into XRP at 29 and I sold at 32. Wish I had sold. I sold way too early. And then I got into OMG as well. So these were my weekend trades. Ended up clearing, 200, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, about $800. And I also ended up making about 700 trading. And then I also ended up making another like $1,000 on YFDI. So it all around the weekend was about a $3,000 weekend. So I told myself, you know, again, I know there's many traders that made way more than me in the last few days. But I'm sure there's someone who didn't make as much as me either. And I'm not trying to boast. I'm just trying to give you my crypto life, like be dead honest with where I'm at, you know? And, yeah, I was up all the way at 760. Man, I had Band all the way up. I was up big on both of these. You know, take your profits, man. Just don't look at the market. Look at you. Look at you. Is your portfolio up big? Take money off the table. Because look at today. You know, there's a lot of people that kept adding to their stacks last night. And I knew better. I knew better. And it's my system. My system had stop losses in place. Everything was ready to go. So core, people thought core was going to pop. It still is, in my opinion. Let's take a look at it here. Creeping up. It's still holding the break above the trend line. I'm going to give it that. I'll be honest, I'm starting to have FOMO for this. I'm starting to think about it a lot. The daily looks unreal. Stochastics are low, curving. This the daily tells you this is ready to go. Ready to go. So, yes. Look at that. I got 212%. And honestly, almost everything that I've done like this, it hits its target. Like I did this for Bitcoin, hit the target. You know, we'll just have to be patient. I guarantee, though, you wait 2 months, 2-3 months. I think in 3 months you're making this 230%. Let's take a measure of how long it took to fall. 51 days, right? So if we can fall that far in 51 days, then hey, baby, we can go up in 51 days, 40 days. So I really think this is something we all should be accumulating right now at 6.5 ETH. It hit its high of about 27 ETH. So that's a 4x coming, right? If you think about it. And the ETH is going to go up in value. I think this is going to go up in conjunction to ETH. So it's also going to make money in that sense. I'm really liking core right now. It's on my radar. I got to talk about it. I got to mention it. Let's look at the 4 hour. Again, I'm not saying it's a buy right now, screaming buy, but I am saying it's time to accumulate it. I am saying it's time to accumulate it. Let me do one thing though. I like to be open-minded with my charts, and I like to play with them. If you're always right, then you're always wrong. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean by that? If you're always right, then you're always wrong. If you think you know how the chart is every time and you tell yourself that's it, you're going to get hurt. You have to be versatile with your charts, and you have to be able to change them on a fly. So like we could do this and say, okay, is it doing a retest, or is it still in the pattern? And does it want to come back down? And to me, there's a chance that it is still in the pattern, and it wants to come back down. It hasn't broken the pattern yet, right? So I'm playing with that idea. There's 2 ideas on the table. It is a retest. Actually, though, when I get really stingy with it, and I bring these levels tight, and I bring this level tight, if I bring that tight there, to me that makes sense, but then I got to cut a little of that off. I'm wavering. I feel like it's on the line. Like I'm kind of wavering here, you know, whether this is a retest or not of a small, tiny breakout. Now, how do we figure that out? What we can do is, I know when things break out and what they look like. So we're going to zoom in here and look at core with not a lot of, it can't hold the 1 minute candle. So you know that it doesn't have that volume. But we do see my textbook bullish divergence. This always comes in conjunction with the bottom of 99% of the time. You can catch a bottom on this bullish divergence here. That does show me that we were propelled out of the pattern. And then this does look like a retest. And see how the bounce, see how I'm using the 1 minute, but I'm seeing this V? So I'll take that, because you know why? If we were in the pattern and I would bring this line up, it wouldn't make sense that we would V inside a pattern in the middle of nowhere, you know? We did it here though, funny, but that was the divergence. You see? And we're doing it here and there. But to me, it's a little interesting that it would be a coincidence that it's right near the line. So that could be the V-shaped recovery. That could be the retest. See, I'm really trying to understand if it is the retest or not. Kind of taking my time. Either way, retest or not, there's a lot of eyes on core. There's a lot of smart money in core. And people are focused on this dip. And I think it's also one of the best projects out there. Should do a deep dive on core for you guys. If it does come down, it's coming down here to 436. So if you do accumulate like $400 to $500 today, you know, and then when it comes down here, accumulate more. And if it doesn't, starts to rip, just get in on that train, accumulate on the ride up, because it's only a matter of time till this trend changes. Okay. And, that's all I'm saying. Let's take the trend watch on this. I showed you guys trend watch recently. I told you to take the simple number 4 simple moving average. with the 144 weighted moving average. So you take the simple moving average on 4, and then you take what's called the weighting moving average. Hard to do on bigger, on small. Yeah, see this has like not a lot. So you have to go to like the 1 or 2 minute, because that weighted moving average is. So what I'm going to show you is, this is key though. This is so key. This blue line. Now, whenever price decides to cross the blue line, which has the simple on it. So right here, look. When price decides, we can't see it, but I'm sure if we went back to the 5 minute, we could see it. This isn't the best example because Core's not around long enough, but my whole point is when price goes underneath this line, it's a downtrend. It's a downtrend. So look, price broke this line, it's a downtrend. Now it'll be a downtrend till price can break this line. So you really just got to sit on this 15 minute, and when this price breaks this line, that's going to indicate a buy. Let me show you on a more burly time frame how this works out and how amazing it plays. Let's look at Link. Okay. Now, it also is a bounce point during that time period. So look at Link. Price broke the blue line. What happened? We went down. Price broke the blue line. What happened? We went up. We tested the blue line. We went up. We tested the blue line. We went up again. So this is huge. I call it trend watch. That's the name I call this template. If you want to learn how to make it, make a VWMA. Go to your indicators here. Hit VWMA, which is a weighted moving average. Thank you, sweetheart. You're so cute.
You're welcome.
I love you. So anyway, weighted moving average, and then you take the simple moving average, okay, and input is 4, same as symbol, close, okay, and then here, the setting here is 144.1. It actually should be 144. There we go. Shouldn't be 144.1. Or maybe it should be actually. Let's see what's going on here. No, it should be 144 in my opinion. No, that's it. Yeah, it's 144.1 there. Because in my opinion, that shows you the trend change. Yeah. So look, whenever it crosses this trend, it goes up. It's insane. And whenever it dips below, it starts a bad trend. So these two lines really tell you the trend. Look, it's insane how well this works. I'm trying to look for a better time frame that shows a bigger. There we go. So look, we crossed the trend. Boom. Link was on its way. Now Link, not until it comes back down below this line will the trend end, you know? So it's pretty intense, man. Here you can see, okay, we came below it. We started to go below, but now we broke back up again. So you got to watch this, and this is going to tell you the trend. Trend changes. It's very interesting. So trend watch, man. Okay. Yep, one more pump. Okay, can you take a look at OMG, please? We got to look at Matic. And again, stay tuned. Stay tuned. I got 144.1. But I actually, you know what? It should be the 144 weighted moving average. I think that I just forgot to save the template. It should be 144 because it's a 144-day moving average, you know? So, yeah, we break above it, we go above it. We break below it, we go down. That's it. And then you really, I'll show you, we should just look this on BLX. BLX on Bitcoin to give you guys like, or even like the Dow. It's good to look at it on the Dow because it will do the same thing. Something with a lot of data. The more data, the better. So look at the BLX, which is the Brave New Coin Liquid Index for Bitcoin, right? And whenever Bitcoin breaks below this line, it's on the downtrend. Whenever it breaks above this line, it's on an uptrend. Below, down, yeah. 144 weighted moving average. Sorry about that, Jesse. 144. I don't know where the 1 came from or how it got in there, honestly. So yeah, so you can just clearly see if you look at it on the bigger time frames, whenever we're above this line, up. Whenever we break a bullet, so if you see a break below this line, you know, it's a good chance you can make a sell. You're either going to get back in or you're going to miss a complete bear market. Like this is basically, it doesn't get you out at the top. But what it does tell you is that a new trend is forming and then it's on. So I call this trend watch. And what you do is this is going to give you the overall trend, right? The overall trend of the move. So if we look back at core, let's look back at core because I had that 144 on there. Please forgive me. I got to be careful everything I do for the integrity of my channel and you guys. So we got to go to like a 2 hour for it. But you can see we're below it on the downtrend. We try to get above it. We're getting close. We're getting damn close. I feel like this is about to cross. So let's watch this on the 2 hour. When this crosses, guys, look what happened last time. You know, and if this were to be extended, you would see it. Probably 30-minute can show it to us. Yeah, look, we crossed it here. We were off to the races. We crossed it here. We were down. We crossed it. We were off. We crossed it. We were down. And right here, let's get to the nitty gritty here. We're about to cross it. You can see it here. We're getting close. We're getting dangerously close. We almost crossed it right there, but we dipped it. So when these do cross, I'm going to be entering core. So that's going to be my indication of a trend change. And this is a beautiful indicator. I can back test it for days on multiple assets, and it works great. So keep this in your Rolodex, so to speak, right? CVC is a play. All right. Let me see if I see what you see. Hold on, let me get to Matic for Sigger. Sorry, Matic. Take me a second here. Hope you're still here to see what I'm going to give you. All right, so check it out. For Matic, again, always go to the daily. Very simple. Be simple about everything. Look, brand new chart. You got what I got. You know what I know. You're a human. I'm a human. I'm not more powerful than you. I've just studied longer, maybe. It's the only difference between us two is I've put in a lot of time in the charts. That's really all it is. It's the only difference. Niels Bohr, guys. An expert is someone who's made every mistake in a narrow field. Okay, so check it out. What do I see in the big frame of things? My mind sees a bit of a head and shoulder pattern. Crypto Don Juan. How'd that short? Did you get out at 7.5? Were you able to play that? Because you were building the short at 18.8. I wonder how you did, because I don't know how you figured it out, but if you did, congrats, man, because it's like, to me, it was pretty intense, right? So again, you see, I like to build the story, right? So here's the story. Matic pumps all the way up to about 4 cents, comes back down to support here at 0.009, right below a cent, pumps up again, but comes back down to support. That's your double bottom. Double bottom plays out, goes all the way back to its previous high at 4 cents yet again, only to get rejected. And that was in December of 2019. Felt like a little altcoin rally last time. And then it comes back down, pumps back all the way up to about 289. And then you can see this is a diamond pattern that formed. See, and if it comes into the pattern in the diamond, it leaves out of the diamond. So boom, into the diamond from the top, out from the top. They work out really well. They come in from the bottom, they go out from the bottom, they come in from the top, they go out from the top. I got out a bit early at 18.2. Yeah, that's smart. I mean, who else would have known that was going to happen last night at 17.5? That's the answer I figured you would give me. It makes complete sense. If you told me you bossed the 17.5, I would have been like, this guy A, doesn't sleep, and he's like an alien. They made it almost impossible to get that move, no matter how good you were. They hit it a lot from us. So anyway, now Matic comes up, it pumps. Look, it hits resistance again at 2.7, comes back down and loves this. It loves this level of support. You can see it. It's held it here. It's gotten rejected here. So this line 118 is really a big deal for Matic. And now if we look at the daily, Matic is in a sweet little spot here. Inverted head and shoulders, right? Complex inverted head and shoulder. Now, will it make another shoulder? It's possible before it breaks out. But just watch this line and buy the breakout. Buy this breakout. It may get rejected here at 266. You may want to take a little bit of profit. But if we break this neckline, Matic is going to go up a little. It's going to gap up here about 19% on the daily, right? And then that should achieve, it will get above this line. This is obviously support. Look, support. It made complete support. So once we break above that, right, when I was asleep and I didn't think that 12-hour support at 17.6 would happen that fast, right? That was insane, dude. That was insane. Pouring here today. Looks like I'm trading. What's up, Muser? How's everybody doing on the live stream? Shout out to BS Social Swap, Sigur1013, Jesse B, Bagwell33, Crypto Don Juan, XRP Muser, everyone in my crypto family. Love you guys. Sticking out on the Sunday means you're hardcore, right? No more days off for me, guys. No more days off. I used to take the weekends off. I said, you know what? I said, Jesse works too hard during the week for me to take the weekends off, man. Jesse needs this on the weekends where he can focus. And Jesse's given so much to my crew, so hey, I'll give it back to the crypto lifers. I want to make a motorcycle gang, an electric motorcycle gang. When they all come out electric, we're all going to be on these like fast electric motorcycles, the crypto lifers. I'm telling you, man, they're going to fly and stuff. We're going to have like these flying mobiles, and we're going to take over the sky. It's going to be dope. So anyway, this is what I see happening for Matic. I think this is a good buy, but I think you might get a little dip down here to 17.3, kind of this level of support that it's holding. Something like this. You might dip around here before you get back up. But wait for this breakout, and I would buy the breakout of this line for Matic. Now, it's in a range, too. You can see it's just sitting in a daily range. It's been in for a long time. So, if we were to take the BTC pair, there's a lot more information on it. Look at the BTC pair here. Not too much. It's really kind of an ugly chart. It's one of the most mismatched charts I've ever seen. But it is in the bottom, right? Look, Matic is bottoming out against Bitcoin. A lot of coins are bottoming out against Bitcoin. So good time to get them on their Bitcoin pairs. But you know what? Bitcoin could still go on a tear and take these down even more. So that's why I'm telling you to watch that 4 hour and only buy if you break that neckline. Okay. LTO, one of my favorite coins, did something amazing. I got into LTO around 8, knowing that it was going to pump. Sold early. My thing is selling early. You know what? But I take profits. But sometimes, I got in it. Let's see. I got into LTO at 77, man. Wow. I get in it on 77 on 11/17. And had I held that buy, so I was in at 77. I basically was buying this breakout here. A retest I saw of some type. So 77 for LTO would have achieved a complete 40% had I rode it to the top. How much did I have in the trade? I had about $1,200, $1,286, and I left with $1,399. I mean, I left with $127. I made 9.9% on the trade. Here's the LTO trade right here. A lot of green trades, man. Some losses, some wins, but just this was a streak, nice little streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and only lost 1. So I won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you'll notice these are the ones that didn't work for me, but I slid the stop to break even. Lost $4. Oh wow, French toast and eggs? Are you kidding me? On wheat bread? Whoa! Look at this, guys. Look at this. Brought to me by my daughter on a Sunday morning. Tell you what, kid. And a kiss for me? Mm-hmm. Will you put this on? I got it. I know
where to put it.
No real room now, though. I got it. Thank you, sweetheart. All right. Tell you what, man. Kids will change your life. They keep you going. I never wanted kids. I'm not saying I didn't. I just never planned for it. I was never that guy who was I thought I was going to be single till I'm 35, 37. Then I would marry a 28-year-old girl. So I know I'm sorry if that sounds sexist and horrible. But no, maybe not a 28. I'm just saying maybe I'd marry a girl my age. I was actually into women my age my whole life. I shouldn't have said that. But what I meant was it's I just didn't see myself getting married early at all. I never even said I want to get married. I've never said those words throughout my 20s. But I met my wife, and she loved me, and she was so good to me. And yeah, so this wick buyback, man, happening in a lot of the USDT pairs. So they're going to just mimic Bitcoin. Could Bitcoin go to 19K tonight? Very possible. Where is that weekly candle going to close? You know what, man? Only time can tell. All we can show you is support and resistance. And again, like, we play these patterns. We play them all the time. This one was an inverted head and shoulder. You would have put your neckline like this, and you would have bought the breakout of the neckline. Very simple. Okay? Complex inverted head and shoulder. Buy the breakout of the neckline. Take your line to here. And this is the leverage trade that you're going to take with your target. And look, it hit the target. Boom. You get in right here at 6 in the morning on the 19th on this wick, 1742. And then you get out at 1895. That's how you leverage trade. So is this the beginning of another leverage trade? It's very possible because it looks just like that, doesn't it? Higher lows too. So you can see this. Oh, yeah. This dip was higher. Again, I'm going to teach you something as well. The dips and how they work with the moving averages. The 200 moving average dip is usually the catalyst for the beginning of the next move. And let me show you why and how. This is some really deep business here. So listen, price breaks above the 200-day and it's on its way, but then it takes a dip. The first dip is below the 21-day moving average. Usually comes in conjunction with hitting the 50. See how we go through the 50 here? We get back up above the 200, then we cross again. The second dip, we cross more moving averages. So let me show you this. This is I've basically been back testing this and watching this, and it's an epiphany I've had from doing my 36-hour futures trading. My subconscious sucked in a lot of information, and when I slept, I think it built a story for me. So feed your subconscious is a lot of information. What it will do is it will compute that while you're sleeping, and when you wake up, that's why it's always good once you do heavy research, in my opinion, to take a day away from the same subject matter. For whatever reason, whenever I've taken a break from the subject matter and come back to it a day or two later, I tend to be better than I was at the peak of it when I was in it. There's something that goes on in the subconscious mind that pieces together the story for you and really shows you what's going on, you know? Okay. It was Dominion, right? It was Dominion. That's funny. So look, price is doing well, comes up. We always know when the price is far away from the 21-day moving average that we can take profits because it's going to come back. Take profits. It's going to come back. Take profits. It's going to come back. Now here's the first dip. It dips below the 21 and the 50. You see this? First, it actually makes its first dip where it touches the 21. Second dip, it dips below the 21. Third dip, it dips below the 21 and the 50. Then it comes up. Then it dips again. Look, this time it dips below the 80, but it rests off the blue line, which is the 100. Then it dips up again and it breaks the 100. Then it comes up again, and then when it dips finally, look, it touches the 200. Now, once it touches the 200, that's its final dip. So first dip through the 21, second dip through the 50, third dip through the 80, fourth dip through the 100, and look, and the fifth dip right back to your moving average, and we begin our run up again. We break the 21. Look, this is insane. Look. So we run up again. Then we break through here. And look, we break through the 21. Here we break through them all, come up. But then you see, now we're up above the 21. And now it starts again. We break above the 21. First thing we do is we break the 21. We bounce off the 50. We break above again. And we bounce through the 50, right? You see this? This one we went all the way through. But what I'm trying to show you is how we always break through moving averages in an order. So this kind of shows me now. So what I do is I take this and I backtest this theory to where we're at now, okay? And I can show you other places. Look, we come to the 200, we break up, we break through this one, we break through that one, we break through, we eventually try to get to the 200. We get close or we don't, and whenever we get close or touch it, look, it starts another rally. Here we touch it, it started another rally. Here we touch it, it started another rally. So we start, and here we touch it, we started a rally. Now here we touch it again. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think we're going to start another rally? I think so. I I think we break here now above the 200. See how it's going to work now? This is going to be our big play. We break above the 200 now. I mean the 21. This is going to be our big pump. Then we're going to take the dip below the 21, then the dip below them, and then the dip, and then the huge dip again. But the huge dip again should be like, it shouldn't be that low. It should be like something like this. And we'll take another dip at 8.4 when we get all the way to 9, you know? And so I'm still bullish on Bitcoin right now based on the premise of how it's moving against these moving averages on the 1 hour. So also the 1 hour has a curve coming. The Stokes look good and we're oversold. So what do you think is going to happen? The 1 hour is telling us we got some more to come. Now the 4 hour also could front run some pink. We're curving up. In a bull market, the RSI shouldn't get lower than this. So this becomes the new bottom, guys. So remember that too. You won't get the oversold buys anymore in a bull market. In a true bull market, the RSI has to stay above basically 48.50. So that's why you're seeing, look, and it's doing exactly, and now we're hitting that point. We're also low on the stochastics. To me, this is a trade along on Bitcoin. Technically, I'm long on Bitcoin right now. That's what the chart just told me, is that Bitcoin's going up back to 19K. From there, I think it will get rejected, and I can't tell you exactly. But I say in the immediate short term, we're going to V-shape recovery out of this, form another inverted head and shoulder, and break back up to my support line here at about, I think it's possible, 19,600. So just like we broke this one and we popped up back here to 19, I think we do the same here. These dips were healthy. All they did was restore the fact that we have that much buy pressure. Again, when you can see a wick this big on the 1 hour, we haven't seen one. Here's one here, propelled us up. Here's some other ones, propelled us up. So this is a wick that I really think is going to propel us up. So I'm long on Bitcoin right now, which means I could be long on some USDT pairs. I would watch my BTC pairs. The BTC pairs could falter. USDT pairs are going to do better at the present moment. So we had somebody say that they wanted to go in. XRP Muser just said that he liked to take down Link at the moment. Let's take it Link on the 4 hour looking really good. Stokes, yeah, I like this trade on the 4 hour. So far, 4 hours very healthy. We're on a falling wedge, which is a 68% chance of a break to the upside. Okay. Do we see any bearish divergence, though? We do. I think that was bearish divergence playing out. Swing up to swing up. We have our swing down to swing down. We do see that the MACD wants to turn. We're getting our first pink bar. There's a chance for more pain, though. Ave, baby. Right? Lend. The old lend. RSI took a nasty dip, usually strong to 120, 130. Yeah, so what do you guys think? BS Social Swap, Hadouken, what do you guys think of my call? Bitcoin going to 19. No, we're looking at Lend, man. We never looked at Link. So you guys agree with me? You guys agree with me, right? So do we BTC up it? Do we BTC up it today? I agree. I have a chart based on going to 2020. Okay. I call today trade on Bitcoin. You said Link. I probably did. Who knows? Look at the chats. The chat says Ave. So I don't care what I said. You look at the chart. You don't listen to me. You ever second guess me on my live stream again, I'll fly out to Costa Rica. Yeah, I'm just joking, man. So no, I think I'm going to make a move on Bitcoin. So now I'm going to focus in on Bitcoin. I did the homework. I did the work. I like what I see. I like the 1 minute. Stokes going well. This would be a really good time to get in. Let's see the 15 minute Stokes. 15 minute Stokes, no so. But this is going to do exactly what I saw yesterday here. This inverted head and shoulder, or a couple days ago. This is it, man. This is the inverted head and shoulder on a slant. This thing played out perfectly the other day. Did a live. I took the poll. I made the poll a little funky like this. And dude, Bitcoin did it. So I feel like we're going to do a little shoulder. So look for a dip, possibly 17.99. This is not guaranteed, but I think we're going to have a little shoulder here. Something like this. So watch the shoulder, buy the top of this neckline, you know? Buy the top of the neckline. That's my thing. Guys, quick side note. All down tokens are bottomed out. XRP dot, BTC, Uni. I mean bottomed. Yeah, and they're going to be bottomed for the rest of the bull market. Need to keep that in consideration and be ready for the next dump after Bitcoin hits 19.2 or 19.6. I'm into Bitcoin and CBC, waiting for correction. Okay. I like it. So I'm going to make a hard trade right now on Bitcoin. I'm going to make a leverage trade. And I'm going to make a BTC up trade. Which is technically a leverage trade. So we're trading Bitcoin today. As a group, we've all come to terms that we lots it a lot. I put 3K into this trade. 27.30. Let me look at the charts. But it should look just like it. It should look exactly like it, and it does. There's really not much I got to do. 15-minute Stokes could be coming down now. But I like it. 15-minute Stokes look like they're coming down. But Bitcoin up, man. Play down tokens for now. BTC up. I'll take a look at the down tokens for you. All right, so I like the trade. It's just the BTC up just doesn't move as the same as Bitcoin too, so it's a little. I do kind of almost like leverage trading Bitcoin better, but I'm gonna create this trade, and yeah, let's go Bitcoin, man. Willing to lose 250 on the trade, so I'll put a 10% stop loss, and the only difference is it's hard for me to tell like where I should get out of these. So I have to kind of like, I know what I'll do. I figured it out. I'll look at the Bitcoin chart in retrospect to where I want to get, right? So I want to get up to this line, 973. I don't think, I'm not that greedy. I just want to get to 19. So even if I just get to the first green line here, that lines with that. So I go to BTC up. You see what I'm doing, guys? I'm basically using the parameters of space. So that's going to be my target at 29.5 for BTC up, because I'm using that same. That's going to be the 19K equivalent at 29.5. So that's a 10% gain. We'll take it. Boom. Okay. Okay. So we're going to get into BTC up right now and ride that. Now, CBC. Let's take a look at CBC, because we've been watching it for a week and a half now, closely, so we kind of know where it is mentally. Okay, it's at the bottom of the trend line. It's definitely going to make its way back to the top of the trend line to 86. So you get yourself a gap up trade here, right? Up to 86. Now, do you want to play the Bitcoin pair? Or, let's see. Now, let's also open up. I'm also going to open up a leverage trade. there's no reason not to, right? Might as well take advantage of this. I think it's going up. If that's my, well, the charts told me, in my opinion, my analysis of the chart gives me some confidence that we're going to be able to get a pop here back up. Also that buy pressure. I'm going off the buy pressure too. I could feel something happening yesterday. We saw the bearish divergence. I could feel something happening yesterday. There's a reason why I tethered up last night. And I'm sorry if I didn't tell everybody. I just collapsed. Like at one point, I just went to sleep. Like I kind of just, but I should have said tether up and passed out. But again, I didn't want to scare people, man. I don't like to, I don't like to spread FUD. Like if I'm doing something, I should just say, hey guys, I'm going into tether. Not sure what your plans are, nice and laid back. So let's get into that futures. Let's get into those futures. We'll transfer $300. $300 into my futures account from my sport wallet. All right. So we got $300 now in the futures account, and we're gonna open up a trade right here for Bitcoin. We're gonna use about $150. Yeah, we'll use 100. Yeah, $150 because I think the trade will go well. So 47%, 40% of the 300. 271. I can't stand how this does this. Stop loss, take profit. So stop loss 17,750. Right here, 17,750. We're gonna put the take profit at about 19,000 even. That's where I want to get. Okay. We hit this 50 line. Look how fast it just, okay. 269, I'm at 271. I try to be stingy with it, especially if it's moving slow like that. 270 will catch it. And that order should go. Order rejected. Oh, when you change the line, it changes the space. This thing is funky. Open order, and we're still open at 270. Look how fast it just gapped up to 293. Insanity, right? So I'm catching this. Damn, man. See how crazy this is? And it can get your adrenaline, and then the take profit disappears. I can't stand this. Like, did they do this on purpose to like mess with people? I think they really did. Look, and then oh my gosh. They should have made this easier. Just do the market buy. I don't though. I don't, man. I don't. I'm too stingy. I'm too stingy on those fees. I'm too stingy on those fees. Catch me. Catch me. Catch me, baby. Catch me. Catch me. Look at this. Catch me. This is the longest it's taken. Go to 300 so you could take my 299. Go to 300. Catch me. Why am I getting rejected now? Why is my order getting rejected? Oh, I have an extra 2 there? No. What? Why is my order getting rejected? I know. So I don't know how to market buy. I've never done it. I've only bought in. Oh, so you just hit market buy. Size. Oh, okay. Gosh damn it. You guys are right. So I didn't know this. This whole time I've been missing profits because I haven't been doing the market buy. My God. I know. Look, I just lost 5% on the 34X. Jesus crying out loud. 17,750. All right. So that's that easy. Jesus. Right? All right. Yeah. Buy long green button, dude. Like, I mean, I just do everything by the book. It's by the book. Look at that. We're up 3% already. Isn't that funny? Hilarious. I'd like to increase the leverage. Sorry about my chewing. That's very rude. Won't do that again. Chewing in the mic isn't a good look for your YouTube channel. Let's take a look at your trade of the days. So you think BS Social, you're looking at CVC to gap up here. 15 Stokes don't look great though. Looks like they got to roll down. It's like I wouldn't enter it, right, until the Stokes come back down. What do you think, BS Social Swap? I'm not going to enter this till the Stokes come down. Again, I'm not going to leave you hanging. We're going to go over how to enter a leverage trade perfectly. We're going to show you that wick on Bitcoin if you're still watching today and you're still hanging with us. I also have some fun jokes later on at the end. I'd like to have like just a little Sunday fun day at the very end. I want to play my favorite track, and we're going to laugh, a Bitcoin track, and we're going to laugh about it. So stay tuned for some fun, man. It's not always about the business. And just like that, we're up 3%. I'm already in a trade. I'm kind of not going down before target, in my opinion. 1 day Stokes down. 4 hour also. Lucky. So we're going to enter. Well, let me see why you like it, because I would just enter it blindly off my team, which is cool. It's cool to create a team that can give you a blind call. But as a lifer, I got to check the call myself, right? So let's look at the 4 hour. I never take a call blindly. Never in my if I do, it usually ends in pain. And I usually say I should have done my due diligence on my own. Like, I don't trust. I have like such confidence in my own stature about it, my own thoughts about it, that it's like, but you know, yeah, look, the bounce, we should have bought here. So to me, I'm late because now my stop loss can't be where I want it to be. To me, I'm a little late. But yeah, it looks good on the Stokes. 1 hour is overbought. Oh, the Stokes are getting high though. You said the 1 hour Stokes look good. Look at you said 1 hour Stoke down, 4 hour also. 1 day Stoke down. I see what you're saying. 1 day Stokes down. Yeah, I get what you're saying. The daily looks hot to trot. We're about to front run the pink and get all we can. Bottom of the trend line. I would have liked to have gotten the bottom of the trend line though. See, to me, it's late. I get into these wicks here. If I don't get them, I usually let the trade fly. You know, daily looks good though. But you could see, man, Bitcoin could pump. What's that going to do to some of these alts? You know, could it take down CVC? So we'll go into CVC. I'm going to take the call. But we're going to take the call for a smaller amount of money, about 1,300. Okay, so 1,300 in CVC. And then we're going to look at something else. We're going to look at Go. Wow, see, look at the pump. Already we missed it on the, like, to me, I'm late. To me, this is late. Like, I don't like to buy something that's been pumping on the 1 minute like that part. Like, that was my buy there at 7.4. Are you already up nicely on the wick? But if Bitcoin pumps, it should pump this coin as well. The USDT pair. So remember, I'm in the USDT pair, guys. It's kind of a key. So stop loss on anything like this is always the bottom of the pattern. You know? So you just want to put a stop loss like somewhere right here. So I'm entering here. My stop loss just has to be close, somewhat like 9.9. I'll even be like 8. I'm cool with an 8% stop loss there. 8.5. 98 was the number, but I don't think they care about that decimal. So 8.5 and 1360, enter at 7977, and let's see where our take profit's going to be. Now, there's one there at 8694, but if we break above it, we should get here to 98. If we break above that, here's your neck. These are your two levels. So we would love to get to 11, right? Realistically, 9850 looks nice to me, right? And what will that give us there? That's about a 22% trade. So I'm going to put the 9834 on my target right now. Hopefully I get to move it. And see, everything is from the chart. You don't do anything without doing it from the chart. Okay? Price went down a little bit for me. This has to be a negative. That's the problem. and then we're all set. And we're going to create the trade. Stop loss should be limits, but they fall through a lot. I'll just give them their market fee, man, on a $1,300, because the market stops don't fall through. And I'd rather give them a little fee. And look at Bitcoin up. We're already up $20 here. We're already up 3% on the leverage trade. And so that's going to be the call for the day is Bitcoin. My main call, CVC, you know. Yeah. So, yeah, man. Things going well. Good day. Good day in the markets. Good day in the markets for us all. We hope. I like this. Look, you can. Why is my futures API not connected? This future should show me the money that's in the futures right now. What happened, man? I still haven't made a trade with the futures doing this, you know. I don't and I'm still holding ETH, man. I think ETH's gonna pump as well. I think let's take a look at ETH. I think ETH is a play here. I think ETH's gonna hold some strong levels. Kind of decouple from Bitcoin for a while. I think ETH BTC is the move. I think it's gonna make more money against Bitcoin. Look at the 4 hour. Stokes coming down, about to turn, looking good on the RSI. The 1 hour Stokes are low. Like, wow, ETH about to fly, right? Look at the daily on ETH. Overextended, curling down. We are oversold, so the daily's looking hard, but we did get wicked back up. And there's a chance we just have small. To me, I like it. Above all the moving averages, using the 200 as support here in conjunction with the fall down. Can we get a bit of a pattern too as well? Yeah, I mean, look what we see for ETH. Very similar, in my opinion, for Bitcoin. Number one, we had a double bottom here that played out, okay? Boomed up to the top. So you take that played out. Okay, number two, we're seeing the very similar kind of cup action. Here's our ETH cup, okay? Here's our ETH cup. Not perfect, but it's there, right? Somewhat of a cup. Came up in here, and to me, it's just a double bottom, man. You know, it's just always the double bottoms, like, and we're right there on the precipice of this, in my opinion, like this. So, and then you can see that because it didn't bottom, because it really formed this support level here. It's a very strong level of support. Bounced. We broke down below. We only broke below it a few times in its lifetime. ETH really is still at the bottom, guys. Isn't that funny? After all this pump, I'm looking at, oh gosh, I'm looking at Ethereum Classic. But yo, hey, take that. Ethereum Classic's about to fly on a double bottom. That thing looks bullish as anything. Let's look at ETH. Sorry about that. I must be tired. All right, so ETH. I know, it's like I should have known when it didn't look like Bitcoin. So let me get rid of these price targets here. They're getting in the way. So ETH is doing very similar that we just saw. Actually, it's a precursor to you see Ethereum Classic looks just like this. You get it? But just hasn't popped yet. So remember that. Ethereum Classic looks just like this, but just hasn't popped yet. I think I just gave you guys a premonition. Now, we were in a rounded bottom here inside of the triangle. We broke out. There was my target for ETH to go to 578, right? We were about to hit the target, getting close. Looks like more could come. So the daily makes me want to chill a little bit. The daily says, hey, chill out on ETH. But so does it say on everything else. When I look at the MACD, though, MACD is still pointing straight up. Hasn't curved yet. I feel like people want more ETH, man. I feel like it could flag out here. So what I do is I go to the 15-minute and I see, do we see a flag? And that's what you want to see. If you're flagging on the 15-minute, 5 minutes, something like that, it's a good indication. And we also have the buyback wick, just like we had on Bitcoin. So I'm just going to omit that wick, put ourselves in the bottom of the pattern here. So I'm liking ETH at 533. May want to add to the ETH position here. Can't stand when this happens. My window gets stuck between two windows. Well, that's what I do. I drag it out to this window here. Then I find the top. I bring it back. Groupon. I don't even use Groupon. I probably downloaded it 1 or 2 times and I get a link from it randomly. Isn't that funny? How much stuff do we get hit up we don't even care about? Waves, 15-minute inverted head and shoulders. I'm already in that trade. 1 day Stokes down. That thing will give 20 to 50%. Waves, 15-minute inverted head and shoulders. So let's take a look at waves. Leverage trade up $2, 20%, 2.5%. They're doing good. On a Sunday too, we'll have less volume. I think we'll have a better chance. All we need is a couple whales to just get bored and jump in later on in the day, and it'll push Bitcoin back up to where we need it to go. All right. 10 o'clock. I got to get out of here soon. Yo, the tutoring's been kind of getting busy. Okay. All right. Chain, let's look at waves, because after waves had a huge pump, it was the first one to dump before everything else. Like yesterday, it was in the dump city. Now, Blue Zell is also pumping right now, so remember that. So waves, right? You're right. Look at waves in a double bottom here on the 5-minute. Look at it. This should play out. Get off of me. Get off of me. So let's look at what's going on. Double bottom. Can say it almost hit the target already though, because you take the beginning. Yeah, it got pretty close. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, so I missed it. I missed your call on the inverted head and shoulder. Boom, there it was, and I missed it. That was the play right there. Can you move your chart a little bit to the right? Yeah, of course. Let me see. Yeah, my bad. Not much there though. I'm gonna tell you what we're looking at, but yeah, I got you. I like to make it a little bigger for you guys. Let me see if I can do that, just so you can like really see what's going down, right? Make sure I usually don't do anything over here above my face anyway, so all the action's right there in the middle. Okay, cool. So we can see the symbol waves.
Sam, it's almost 11. You have an appointment. Okay, Sam?
Yeah. Okay. She wants to switch it now, which I blocked off my time, but it needs to come lower. What needs to come lower? YFI? Watch YFI correction. Interesting. Waves all the way at 7. Wow, is it really at $7.50? Like, I'm just in shock. So that means waves pumped last night too, even more. Insane, right? Yeah, is the 15-minute? No. So, no, hold on. The 22nd. So the 20th, yeah, okay. Then waves came back down at 578. And then it had another pump. That's insane. So this thing just pumped. Well, no. Got into Bitcoin at 18,300. Had to wait for my limit order. Interesting. Interesting. Leverage long that beast. I just added to the leverage trade. I'll be honest. At about 315. So we're going hard on one thing and one thing only today. Bitcoin. Okay. Now, I wanted to show you, in my title I said the one coin that pumped. If you looked at hundreds of coins, there was one coin that pumped last night hard. Despite throughout the dump and everything. Do you know what that coin was? It was Blue Zell. Okay. This thing, look, it did take that dip. I guess there's a Bitcoin dip, but it pumped hard. So hard. In the last few days. I mean, look at it. On the low too. Like barely anyone talked about it. Me and Ahmed are like the only people in the group that really discuss Blue Zell a lot. Look at it, up 34% since November 20th. A sleeper coin, man. And you can see, let's take a look at it. The rounded bottom, beautiful accumulation here. Even after it achieved a nice high. So it comes in to this rounded bottom, beautiful accumulation. Doing really well. Boom, 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 boom. Doing its thing, right? And yeah, hitting that resistance point. Look right here. Previous resistance. But if it breaks this, it's going to gap up hard. Look at this. This is a double bottom. Look at this. Look what we just discovered. A beautiful double bottom for Blue Zell. And once it gaps, this gap here, look for it to bounce 27% back to 10. So wow. Very interesting. This is actually an Apple. This is an Adam and Eve double bottom, guys. It's clear to me. It's clear to me. There's your Adam. There's your Eve. 40% gains, just like we saw Bitcoin do. Just, the same thing. So, Blue Zell, man. Watch Blue Zell. I'm going to tell you, maybe make a long-term call on this. Let's look at the 4-hour. 4 hours is really kind of oversold. So you're going to look for it to kind of cool down or flag. But this thing is on a tear. It's flagging right now on the 1 minute. Also, dominance could fall down for us today. So that could actually be a really good sign. Dominance is 65.17. It is flagging here, though. So we'll see what happens on this. But dominance, let's take a look at dominance on the 4-hour, get a better idea of where it's at. So dominance actually wants to rip right now. Stokes are low. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign. Yeah, so I think we should stick with Bitcoin trades today. I'm not gonna overextend myself in a lot of different stuff. I'm gonna stick with what I got. I'm gonna keep a lot of my money on the sidelines, and that's it. I'll tell you, I have Tether. I have, if my trading account's about 15K, we're sitting with Bitcoin up, CVC, and we're holding Bitcoin, 0.7 Bitcoin, thinking of, I was thinking of selling it. I may never sell it. I just wanted it on the ready in case there was a massive dip and I was a part of it and I could gain more Bitcoin out of it. I was trying to sell it and then buy Bitcoin back just to get more Bitcoin. That's the only reason I have it up here. And look what it says, be patient. See that? Got my little notes for myself. Now, and what I'm trying to say too is to allocate funds. Always have some bullets ready. You want bullets, So I'm keeping some money in Tether. So I can block this. Okay, that's cool. Let me move this over a second. So look, I got 7,400 in Tether. I'm keeping on the sidelines. I'm only gonna put half of my capital into play today. Okay. Wing has come back into the pattern. Oh, you keep talking about Wing. I didn't touch it. I'm sorry to say I didn't touch it. Just didn't spark my interest 100%. Felt like there was some other plays that were better. Or not even better. I just didn't, thank God I didn't touch it. Look at that thing. It dumped. You said it's back into the pattern? No, it's not. It's not back in the pattern. Don't spread FUD, Hamid. That's not back in the pattern, my friend. Okay? That's still out of the pattern. You could do this. Okay, and you can make a new pattern, but it is looking good on the 4 hour, though. I got to give it to you. Looks like it's about to rip. 4 hour looks really healthy for Wing right now, honestly. Interesting. Oh, this is Wing with a G on it, though. Wing G. What the hell is that? Oh, it has Wing. Okay. I'm like definitely losing it. Look at that. Wing G. Tezos has an entry right now, says Marlon. Let's see what he's showing us. And this is the trading group. If you're new to my channel, please join the trading group. We're basically really thorough with it. No one puts anyone down. Super positive. You're a beginner, expert, doesn't matter. We have experts in here. We got intermediaries. And we just got people that want to learn and be positive, really. And with that nature, you can become anything you want. So that's what we promote in my group. And that's the kind of environment I create. If you're a whack scammer, we'll find you out because we're very intimate. And we'll know that you're just not contributing and you're watching. And we don't deal with it. We just don't deal with the nonsense. Anyway. Futures for CVC. Nice little futures trade there. Anyway. So Marlon has an entry for Tezos. You know what, Marlon? I like this, but you got no text on the chart. You don't say, hey, MACD's turning up, volume coming in. You have no pattern drawn. I love you to death, but this is an invalid chart for a beginner. They're going to look at this and they're going to have no idea what you're talking about. So I can make sense of this. But if you're going to post a chart, it would be awesome if you could put a little more information for a beginner. And that goes for everyone in my group. Remember how you were when you were a beginner. Put that much weight on yourself when you put a chart out there. Really take it seriously. Tell yourself, look at Ahmed here. Got in here with half. We'll add more if it stays in the pattern. To me, it's not in the pattern, Ahmed. In my opinion. To me, it's still not in the pattern. But I like how Ahmed is using text here. He's trying to explain himself. It's super important you put some text. If you look at some of all my last posts, I will post a chart without text sometimes just to show people a gap up. Look, this is valid because look, he's just showing you, look, this should go back up 11%. We have a move here. It's breaking out. We have bullish divergence. It would be nice if you wrote bullish divergence here, Theo, and, breaking out of the wedge. Whatever, just anything you can tell. But look, the MACD's turning. You could say MACD's still not in a great place, though. So the 15-minute MACD wants that roll over. So that's telling you there's a retest coming. Am I wrong? You're at 69.26. Let's see where we're at now. Just see if you could read that chart right, because that was the 15-minute, right? So 68, this thing is starting to break out. Now, it's funny, you had it breaking out, and I don't, but maybe you had the BTC pair, and it looked a little different. Or did you omit this? It's interesting. Your chart looks different. But looking really good in the 4 hour. I totally agree. Ave, and also didn't do so well. I'm going to go into Ave because it tends to pump. It's tough trading on the 1 to 15 minute for text. I'll do better. I agree. I'm just trying to remember where I was when I used to look at a chart, and when someone didn't explain it to me, I had no idea what they were talking about, And we have beginners in my group that are trying to figure things out, and they need everything they can get, They need everything. And we have some people that are struggling, going through some real serious life situations too. So I want to help them as much as I can. And because it is the group that I created, that I can kind of, put my energies to where I want it to go. And it represents me too, guys. Think about this. Everything you do in that group represents me. So if you throw some charts out there that are kind of don't give full, and please don't get upset right now. I know I can make some of my subscribers vexed but I'm kind of like your dad, man. In a way, I'm your crypto dad. I want you to be the best. I'm going to be hard on you. And if you get upset because you're like, oh, he said my chart should have more, all I'm telling you is, hey, help a beginner out. That's really what the crux of what I'm saying is let your chart be the voice for a beginner so they can really feel it, 1860 here on Lend, 68.23. I like the 4 hour. There's definitely a chance we could go down back to the pattern. I like the 4 hour right now. 1 hour is going to roll down though. So the 1 hour is telling us we may revisit the pattern. You see that? 15-minute. Looking really nice though. And a flag. So this 1 hour, huh? Could it actually push us back out and then do a retest on this turn? That's possible. Stokes are kind of curling on us though. They could double bottom out. Interesting. If I do get into this now, I have to assume that I'll be down. That's why I only buy the bottom of the pattern, right? This is what my entry should have been, because then my stop loss here, 5%, would be golden. Now here, my 5% stop loss could get hit. I'm going to have to go deeper to 10%. See, I'm going to have to make my risk more by getting into the middle of the pattern. It's really not my play. I'm a beginner. I think I'm annoying people. No, you're not. You're not annoying people. It's tough trading online. You're not annoying people. We love you. We love you. Tough love. It's needed, man. Ocean approaching make or break levels. You all right, Colin? See? Passing my Bitcoin to that ETH double bottom. Tiago Cruz. Interesting. Thanks, guys. Colin, you're never annoying us. We love helping out a beginner. That's how we get better. So, and stables to DeFi. Gonna be a nice week. Okay. Yeah, I do think we're gonna have a nice week as well. The Dow pumping, from what I'm gonna see, we have a little Dow pump coming, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so Len, man, I'm thinking about it. 1 minute looks good, though. Good 1 minute entry at the moment, at least. And it could break out of this inverted head and shoulders. See? To me, we can still put a neckline here. And until it breaks fully out, we could say this broke out, came back down. Now it's in another inverted head and shoulder in a way. Or it just didn't break out fully. It's kind of a slanted. Here's the neckline. We're doing one more shoulder. And we're going to break out. I like it. I like Lend here. I do like Lend here. 68.13, 1860. Stop loss has to be 10%. Gonna go a little deeper than I want. 61. And let's look for our take profit. Again, it's simple. We just take whatever patterns that we're in and we draw the targets. Just a falling wedge. You bring the line down to the back, bring it up to the front. Coincides with previous support and resistance. And that's it. And we're at price discovery at 80. So anything after that, it actually could just keep running. So I'll put my target up around 80. People should take profits there. But again, if it breaks 80, there's a chance this thing just runs and runs and runs. So I'm going to put my take profit at 80. It's 17%. We're going to go in at 68.33, my number. And that's the confirmation of the buy. There's another entry right now for Lend. Okay. CVC still up $6. Bitcoin up, now down a little bit. My leverage trade is down 0.03%. I still think we got in a really good time. I saw that buy at 8,200 though. Missed it by a smidgen. Now the price is moving away from my order. Let's hope I get it filled. We'll go back to that later. OMG. Oh my God. Almost go, dude. What a funny name. I remember when it first came out, I was one of the first people. You said Ocean as in a make or break state. To me, it fell out of the pattern. Coming back up is a V-shaped recovery, but look at all that messy work. I was using this to kind of show and do things. So this is coming down here. Yeah, it fell out of the pattern. I won't touch it till it breaks back into the pattern. Definitely was a nice buy there, 47. But that's, again, why my stop losses are always like this, man. I buy the bottom of the pattern with a tight stop loss. Look, he would have lost 4%, and now we can wait to get back into the pattern and play it the way it's supposed to be played. And we don't have to worry. We just wait for it to get back in. We can buy the breakout, buy the retest, and that will be on ice. We'll keep Ocean on ice. We tried to play it. Didn't work. I'm seeing a cup and handle on the 4-hour OMG. You won't believe how much I learned in 1 week. No, talk about it. Colin, just tell us a little bit. Is my channel helping you? Are you learning from my channel? Did you take any profits from my channel? I just want to know what's going on with your interaction with the channel. Are things moving for you? Because I need to know, right? That's basically you're my just like these are oscillators. You're my RSI. You're my MACD. You're my oscillator. I need to know how you're doing, right? Because, yeah, I need to know how you're doing. So you hit this, right? You edit it. Now, that's the one thing. If I go back, yeah, it doesn't work. See, I don't like that. I should be able to fix this entry. And maybe I can, but now, right, look, I have to open now. I could just open now, mark and buy it, right? Sometimes it gets canceled, though. That shouldn't, I got 80. Oh, yeah, current. I was about to freak out. Placed 80. I'm like, what? So CVC already up 1.6%. You see I'm up $20. Should have put more money in there. No, you're my oscillator. I'm seeing cup and handle on the 4-hour OMG. No, you're my oscillator. Do I do a good job, guys? Because some days, like, I break myself as a human, and I'm like, I'm just worthless. And I don't know a damn thing, you know? I've probably broke even on trading so far. I've learned a lot in terms of how to get set up and started with Binance futures, and also how to use 3 commas to enter trades, and it's much easier. CVC smells of money. Yeah, I still have a lot to learn about TA and how to chart properly. Can we do CVC future? Is there a future here? There is, right? Yeah, there is, baby. So why don't we put a little bit in there if we think it's going to rock? Thing is, you want to bring your leverage down. See, I'm at 20x. I'll bring it down to 10x on this. And I'll use $90. So we'll use 900. We'll get into a $900 trade on CVC. 10x leverage on CVC. And I'm willing to lose the whole kit and caboodle, all $90. So there you go. That goes into my risk reward. I can risk $150 per trade. So yes, I get to post a leverage trade win now. I love these. I love these, man. These are my favorite. Raise your hand if you like posting the little spaceship, man. Come on. Raise your hand if you love posting the spaceship. Like, let's get real. Like, it's funny as hell. I don't know what it is, but it just, you know. We're getting into OMG Go in a second. It is Sunday, guys. Give me a break, you know. But boom. Let's post it. Let's post it. Because I made the call. I made the call live. Yeah. Something about those future trades just get you going in the morning, right? And what I'm talking about, if you're new to the channel, you don't know what I'm saying, is whenever you make a futures trade, I keep my mobile phone here. And if you have your mobile phone, you can show that you made money in the trade. And, you know, like right now I'm posting my futures trade. We were in at 18,311, and we should have been in at like 18,200. I was just fumbling around with the market buy. And 33x leverage, we made 10%. See that? Look at my guy, Marlon, Tezos. Boom. Nice call, man. Nice call. He said there's an entry there. We did go over Tezos, and we said that 207 was the beautiful entry. Looking at it closely, you know. Look, BTC up moving. Now we're up in the leverage trade. We got it all going. We got it all going. We're not going to miss today. Len moving now, too, back to 69. We're going to catch that. We're going to catch that breakout. We're not going to miss a thing today. Me and my lifers, man. I love you guys. See? You guys help me more than you realize. Like, without you, I'd be nowhere. I'd be nowhere. I'd have no channel. Nobody would watch me. I'd have no Telegram group. Nobody would care about me. I'm being honest, you know. Before you guys really started showing me love and giving me attention here, I was by myself, you know, every day. There'd be nobody on the stream, literally one person, and I'd just be doing what I do every day by myself. And my wife would just be like, they'll come eventually if you give the good value. They'll come eventually, you know. And you don't know after a while. You're just like, are they going to come? It's very hard. But that's why you got to do something you truly believe in. Somebody will always care about you, dog. I was in there. Actually, that's wrong. XRP Music was there every single morning. Every single morning, you know? So, yes, he was. Yes, he was. So be a Sosa swap. Do you do anything but futures trades? Like when you call CVC, are you only doing futures trades? Or do you do a trade like me? Are you putting in 2-3 grand in a long? You know? I'm just trying to figure out like what you do, you know? Yo, I've been listening to this new rapper lately. Pretty crazy. You ever check this guy out? Easy Mac? I like the beats. They're pretty weird. He's a little vulgar for me, but I like the beats.
Billie Eilish, I really get it, they really jealous. They fall, I'm hot dog, I silly relish. I smoke and fuck lots like Willie Nelson. My tongue stuck on frogs, I'm really melting. Whoa, colors dripping on me from the ceiling now.
You know, stuck on frogs, I'm really melting. Like, you know, when you eat the frog's butt, you get high, like, you know. And he's deep, yo. He's deeper than you realize.
Really jealous. They fall, I'm hot dog, I
They fall, I'm hot dog, I'm really relish. Like,
relish. I smoke
dope.
and fuck lots like Willie Nelson. My
like
tongue
Willie
stuck
Nelson.
on frogs, I'm really melting. Whoa, colors dripping on me from the ceiling now. They don't know this feeling now. Tried to go to In-N-Out, but I couldn't read the menu clear. I saw Mickey Mouse.
I tried to go to In-N-Out, but I couldn't read the menu clear. I saw Mickey Mouse. Yo, your shit is hot. Like, I'm sorry. Like, sorry to swear, but this is dope. Anyway, let's get back into the mode. I just wanted to shout him out. Okay, OMG. Let's get back into focus. OMG. And remember, I am going to show you that leverage wick before we leave. So OMG, you're right. Starting to curl down on the 4 hour. You will be front running the idea that it's going to push up though. This is a candle forming pattern. You can see we're hitting the previous resistance area, which is key. So this was our support and resistance range. Kind of a box. It's never always a line, right? It's like a box. Could be smaller than this though. There it is right there. Interesting. Wow, looking really hot on the 2 hour. Looking really hot in the 1 hour with a double bottom on the RSI. And there is also forming, as you can see, inverted head and shoulder. There's your shoulder pattern. Neckline. Let's get to the 15-minute to try to clear it out. There it is. So once you identify the head and shoulder, you can see a better picture of it here. This is going to break the neckline. So OMG. I think you're right. Only thing is that 4 hour doesn't look the healthiest, and that would bring us back to previous support, 409 from 385. 15-minute Stokes curling up. The position was down here at the curve of the right shoulder. That's where you really want to enter, is on the curve of the right shoulder right here. If you can play this bottom, that's the idea. A lot of times it coincides with the roll down on the 15-minute. You'll see the head and shoulder here. Look. So here's your left shoulder on the Stoke. Here's your head. And then you want to buy on the right shoulder as the Stoke starts to curl. This actually isn't a bad time to purchase OMG. Based on what I just said, I kind of think I'm going to take it down. And you can see all trades going well. Aave up 20 now. I've already rendered you 1%. If you wanted to do that in a leverage trade, I've already rendered you 1.8 in CBC. 73 cents here, 0.7. Not a lot, but live on the channel, I've already gained you value. You've already seen that my account is... I could sell these right now and close the day up $50. If I did that every day, that's $1,500 a month. I'm just saying. You know, of course, I'm trying to make way more than that. But what I mean is, if you were just starting out and you made $1,500 then a month, not bad. Not bad at all. Not play that yet, in my opinion. Waiting for retest. It's long past good entry. Damn, you guys chat in the chat group and you chat in the YouTube, and I'm trying to follow along. Waves went bonkers. I'm late to the stream. Yeah, we went over waves. Did it keep going though? Did I just miss it again? I'll be honest, man. The stream sometimes gets me to miss things. 15-minute. Yeah. You know what though? It's flagging now. This is serious. I have to be honest with you guys, because this is a breakout with a retest. Okay. getting quiet here because I'm getting really serious. I'm like, oh my God, like this is so fucking serious. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Sorry about that. Can't use the Lord's name in vain. That's wrong. Anyway, heavens to Murgatroyd, as my mother would say. It's an old saying. To me, this is like a retest of a retest. And it also was forming two angles. Interesting. Are you kidding me? 877 for Waves? Waves wants more? I mean, that's what we're saying here. That's what this says right now on the 1 minute. Stokes curling up. MACD double bottoming. RSI double bottoming. Interesting. Could we just keep going here on the MACD? Does it just want to rip like Bitcoin? See, it is flagging right here. Even on the 1 hour, it's flagging. Wow, 4 hours is about to rip. Guys, yeah, I'm making a call here. I think Waves is going to continue to pump. I really do. I really do. We're in a bull market when we're acting like irrational like this, because this is strange. But the 4 hour looks good. The 1 minute looks good. Can you show me how to raise my stop loss above my original price on 3 commas? Of course. Oh, word. We talking about Wi-Fi. Thank you for phone bringing me in. It's a roller coaster. Dude, I was in Wi-Fi for $5,000, okay, 2 days ago. It's going up. It went down. I just closed the trade down 200 last night because I couldn't take it anymore. I'll be dead honest with you guys. I didn't even care if I made money anymore. I was sick of it was a draining trade for me. Now I know what that guy said the other day. Remember, he said he just got rid of Bitcoin. I mean, I don't agree with him, but he said, we were talking about a billionaire who had a company, and he was like, I just eventually sold my Bitcoins because I want to focus on AI. He was a billionaire. He's like, I saw the price too much every day. I stare at it for 5 minutes straight. And like, remember, one of you guys laughed, and you were like, 5 minutes isn't that long. But I guess to like a Japanese CEO it is, you know? You know? BS has Wi-Fi down. I think he does. Wi-Fi is the crazy ex-girlfriend. She looks so damn fine from a distance. Honestly, dude, and then had I not sold Wi-Fi last night, it went back above my price, and I would have been at break even today. So, you know, it's just crazy. Portnoy, I think? What do you mean? Dude, Waves went bonkers. I'm late. It could be Portnoy. I think you're right. Wi-Fi, I don't know what it is, the utility. Anyway, 741 for Waves is going to be my entry here. Not a lot of money because it's high up in its place. We're going to go with 1560 on the trade. 4183 starting to pump. I'm going to go with the 10% stop. I'm going to look at the chart. Honestly, sometimes I don't have time to do all my math in the chart. 742. This is about to fly, guys, right now as we speak. You can feel it. You can smell it. So I'm going to go with my 10 or 10s, and then I'm going to switch them. I do 10 and 10s when I'm... Dude, look at the price just went up $2 on me. Gosh, damn it, I'm late to the party. I get good entries. I smell good entries. Like, I'm just on them, you know? Look, now we're up 27 in AVE. We're up 30 in CVC. We're up 33. We've rendered $100 already. You could close these trades today if you masked what I did and say you made $100 on Crypto Life for this live stream. I'm just saying, if you did that every day, you'd make $3,000 a month. I'm just saying. Just saying. Okay? Look, every trade I'm in is in green, except for $100 that I put my buddy in, and that's a long-term hold. We're green on ETH. We're green on the Bitcoin play that I've been in for a long time. It's up 4,500. It's up way more than that. I was in Bitcoin. That's like a dollar average cost of Bitcoin at like 5,000. XRP, boom, it's gonna rip. Bitcoin up, we're gonna rip. Look at the futures trades, shall we? We haven't even done that yet. We're up 21%, $46 on that Bitcoin move already. That's what I'm talking about. We're up $4 on the CVC play with the 10x leverage. I don't know what else more value I can give you guys. Honestly, I really don't. like I impress myself, and I shouldn't be saying this. Whatever. I just got humble pie. Humble pie. Let me humble it up. I could get wrecked tomorrow, but I probably won't because my stop losses and my risk management is proper. Okay? I get down sometimes. I'm not perfect. But I bounce back like an elastic, baby. And it don't stop. Okay. You guys waited long enough. Let's break down how you would have leveraged trade the Bitcoin wick. Jesse, get ready to focus. Get your notebook out, Jesse. This is free tutoring right now. People are paying me $75 to $150 an hour for my tutoring, okay? The price has gone up, I'll be honest. It's still at $75 right now, but the price, my schedule is getting booked, literally. I'm trying to find hours to fit people in at this point with my live stream, shooting a video, and doing the tutoring. Dude, I'm telling you right now, the tutoring, and sometimes the tutoring is costing me money because I'm in trades while I'm trying to tutor somebody, okay? So I'm being honest, like when I charge $75 to $100 an hour for tutoring, I'm losing money. I'm being honest, and the value you're gonna gain from me is insane. Look at Waves breaking out. Just like I said, I'm not saying just like I said, just like the chart said it. Okay, so what I'm trying to point out is you're about to get free tutoring that goes for $100 an hour right now. Right now. So this is the value that I'm providing to the channel. Tell your friends, man. Get more people in here that are learning how to change their lives. I really want to see us make a huge change in the world. Okay, so we're going to get into the Bitcoin leverage trade that we should have made if we were up. Let's say we're all up at this time of night. Bitcoin starts to tank. Okay? And I'm going to show you what you're going to do. I did it live the other day too, and we ended up catching it, but it wasn't easy. Okay? So you get to the 1 minute chart. You watch the breakdown happen. Bitcoin starts pumping, and you're going to see it's hard to do it when it's not live. I have done it live with you guys though. So if you need to, I'm going to have to go find these things and take them out. I kind of like me when I'm in with my guitar students. Sometimes losing money, I could be in the trade. Yeah, but you know what? We got to do what we love. Like I realized that the other day, I'm sitting there tutoring with someone, and I'm watching a trade, and and I just said, you know what? I just got to be good to these people. You know what I'm saying? I just got to be good. Look at this leverage trade on Bitcoin. Just exploded. We just made such a nice call, right? Look, we made such a nice call. Bitcoin is now at leverage trade up 25% on Bitcoin. And what I do now is I like to look at the 1 minute on Bitcoin, which we're already at. Thank God. I'm right where I need. See, I was about to show you guys something, but I'm in a trade that I need to watch. See, the Stokes are getting high. We're oversold, right? So this is where I like to close a leverage trade, and then I go back in again. Again, we're still in such a nice place, though. But look, I rendered 26%. I made $50. Like, you know? So I'm happy with that. Now, I think Bitcoin's going to keep going up today for the day, but do I know that for sure? No. And look, it spiked all the way to 475. We're getting overbought. The stochastics have to turn. You know, but I keep riding this, though, until it turns. There's no reason to close the trade until the MACD starts to curl on you. You don't close the trade until the MACD curls, right? But we could put a stop loss maybe at 18,430 now, right? 18,420, guarantee the win. I don't know, just an idea. But look, man, this is no lies. We're up $57 on the leverage trade, 26%. Killing them. Close and add to capital, or add a stop, like you say. Yeah, I like to close and add to the capital, man. I just think this one's going to, like, I have a call now on Bitcoin. You saw we drew that. The 15 minute looks like it's going to fly. You know? See? I want to get to my target here. We got rejected by that line, but look, see, we break up. First thing I'm going to teach you these guys too. Teach you this craziness. I learned how we move through the moving averages the last few days, and it's so clockwork. It's insane. And I showed it to you guys as well. But this is a trade I was in the other day. It's you start at the bottom of the moving averages, and the moving averages suck you back into the price. It's insane. Like here, I can show it to you in multiple occasions. Here's the wicks are the best place. So we wick down, we break above the 200. I did this with you earlier, but it's so fascinating to me. We break above the 200. Then we come back down and look what the line we hit, the red one. Then we break up. We come back down a little bit. We hit the red, kind of the blue. We come up. Now it's the yellow. And then you kind of boom up and then repeat itself. We break back down, come up. And when we start hitting the yellow, that's when we're beginning a new run, right? And so this is kind of how I back engineered our entry today, is because we came up, we broke on the 200, There's my entry. Now we're going to come up again a little higher. But this time when we curve down, we're going to bounce off the 50. Then we're going to curl up. And then eventually when we bounce off the yellow line, that's where you're going to add to the leverage trade. You see what I'm saying? You're going to go in more onto that leverage trade. So that's the idea. I just think this was a great leverage trade. How I made the money last time was by closing these trades. So you just kind of, you go to the Bitcoin. Good. You can click on that. And look, the leverage trade is doing better. Leverage prices are better than spot prices, usually by $20. You know, so we're doing even better than the spot's saying we're doing, right? $56 on the levy trade. So I want to tutor you guys something right now, but then I'm like deep in the trade. You see, like I could lose value of my own by giving you guys value by not putting my focus where it needs to go. So please, I know I am charging the money to tutor, but you got to remember that it's humbling. It's humbling for me. And sometimes I'm losing money while I'm tutoring people. So my time is super valuable now that I'm able to make money off my time, right? Trading will really make you realize how valuable your time is, especially if you can get good at it. Okay. Pullback coming. How we doing? So waves now in the positive. Aave in the positive. CBC in the positive. Bitcoin up in the positive. XRP was down $20 at the beginning of the day. I made this purchase last night. And Bitcoin up, doing good, up $4,000. We're going to talk about that. And ETH still doing well. I figure there's no reason to get out of ETH. ETH is going to go all the way to 700. You should just start accumulating ETH. Look at this double bottom on waves. If that doesn't tell you something, we on our way. Look at that. We on our way. So far, so good on the day. All right. Okay, let me tutor that. So here's the drop. Let me get back into this 1 minute tutor. I'm happy with the trade right now. I'm going to let it ride. So here it is. Stokes are actually curling back down for us too, which is going to reset for a bigger move. So remember that. Keep that in your pipe and smoke it. All right, so check it out. Let me focus for you guys. This thing just froze up on me hard. Are you okay? Are you okay, honey? Yeah. You fell on the stairs? Come here, baby. Come here. Come here, sweetheart. You okay? Yeah. Hurt your back? And you wanted to bring a picture for our subs, right? Where's the Bitcoin, though? You got to put the Bitcoin symbol. You can put it in the sun. Can you put it right in the sun? No. Up in the corner? No. Go back and put a Bitcoin symbol. No. All right, guys. More for Rarible. This is cool. See? The heart shape made by the neck by a pair of geese. Got me so high, I flew away like parakeets. That's the rhyme I wrote. But anyway, this is pretty cool. Thank you. More arts. We're going on Rarible today. If anyone wants to help me and join me with that, we got to do that, man. Okay, so now I guess I could get rid of all my awesome drawings because the drawings like slow. All right. So here was the drop. Sorry, Jesse. I had you locked in and then. But anyway, I mean, we had to show those trades. Anyway, so look. And now, just like I said, look, price comes up, bounces once. See how it keeps. So first it bounces up to 21, then it bounces up to 50, then it bounces up to 80. Then it doesn't always bounce, but then look. Now once we get above the 200, we bounce one more. Well, then we bounce up to 200, we're moving. 200, we're moving, 200, 200, and now we're off to the races. See? This is what I predicted at the beginning of the stream on the 1 minute. The stream's been what? We started at 9:30. It's been an hour and a half, right? We got into the trade. We should have got into the trade here on this dip at about 82.40. I got beat because I did the market sell like you guys were telling me. This trade is starting to rip. One of my best leverage trades ever. We're now up 30% on the leverage trade. Unreal, right? Unreal. Wow. People got to stop trading on emotion. Now, I like this trade. I'm going to market sell it. I'm going to market sell it. At 4.6, 4.75. Ooh, it's so in and out. It's so in and out. You know what? We could put a limit order at 18,450, right? 18,450. Oh, but that's not going to be it. You got to put a stop loss at 18,450, right? I used to be really good at this, and now since I've used 3 commas, I've like lost my ability to do this type of stuff. $68 on the leverage trade. Now the CVC leverage trade isn't going well. I'm gonna just cut it off, you know, because it's like, why have it if it's just gonna take away from a win? Just cut it off. Cut it off at $2 before it gets worse. That's how I do. But CVC is supposed to go, man. I don't know why we can't just run it up. $70 on the leverage trade, dude. It's great. 32% gains, right? So we put $210 in the trade. We already made 32%. Bitcoin ripping. We called this rip, though, as a group. All of us. We did really good together. So oh, Colin, I'm going to show you how to do it live, man. My bad. 509, though. I'm just... Woo, baby. This trade's getting hot. This trade's getting hot. So Bitcoin right now, market price, cross, right? Orders. So I can delete a stop market sell at 7. I wish I could just... So 1850, if I just do market right there, right? Market 1850, and I hit sell or buy. I see yeah, so that would create a limit order at 18,450, wouldn't it? I don't want to ruin this trade. I used to be able to do this really well. I just need someone to fill in the blanks. Damn, man. 18,570. Ripping. I want to put an 18,500. I'm market selling this. I don't care if it's early. I'll get back into the trade at a good time. I'm out. I made 70. Yo, I just killed it. Yes. Freaking nailed it. All right. Go from there now. It still could keep ripping, and it probably will. There's really no reason. The MACD didn't even turn yet. This thing looks like it's going to keep going. But you know what? I take my monies, man. I don't want to lose money, you know? Waves dipping now. That may not be in my favor. $26 loss. So not everything's going well, right? CVC. And then the Bitcoin up. And the Bitcoin up, man, we might as well shave a little bit of my stop loss now. 8%. See what I'm going to do? Every trade that I'm up now, I'm going to start shaving. So this is the stop loss. Colin, this is the question you asked. Look, I'm in the trade, and I want to edit my stop loss. Tell Colin tell him to get on here right now if he's not. Okay, so Smart Ant Big Hill. Do you have an app recommendations for the iPhone or iPad to be able to see a more detailed graph than Coinbase? TradingView. This was inspiring me to do a live stream for my guitar lessons. Slowly build up. Yeah, you definitely should, man. You definitely should. Dude, waves went bonkers late into the stream. Yeah, Wi-Fi. We talking about Wi-Fi. Can you show me how to raise my stop loss above my original price on 3 commas? So here you go. So here, you're sitting here, and like right now we're up on Lend, right? So I click in, I hit edit, and if you want to go your original price, just do a take profit right above your original price. But if you want your stop loss, you can keep going, and it'll eventually go into the positive, but it's hard, you know? Once we get further up, you'll get more of a percentage. You know, sometimes it's hard to put your stop loss above your price that you entered in, if the price isn't really where you want it to be yet, right? Eventually, you're just going to use a take profit in that situation. But you could just move. See, I'm moving it up. Right now, we're at 10%. I'm going to make the risk. I'm going to change the risk down to 7% now. Okay, now the lens starting to move, and I feel like I have the space. Then I'm going to take the risk to shave off risk. We don't want to lose money. We want to make sure we have more money in the bull market as things get heated up, right? Up 121 in ETH, up 4,000 or way more in this Bitcoin. I accumulated this Bitcoin for under $6,000, and I can prove it too. And look at my sell, man. I just sold it, 18.5. You can see order trade history. Trade history today. We got into Bitcoin. We sold at 493 because it was a market sell. See the limit. I always limit out, and that time I marketed it out. Anyway. And then I'm still in that CVC trade. Do I want to cut it off? We'll see. Yeah, it's down $7 now, 12%. So that means I got $70 in the trade. Let's look at CVC. It's up here, but not too well. I actually said it was going to keep going down. It wasn't the perfect time to get in, right? When I looked at it, I said, we're going to have a little, let me see. All right, let me show you how to get in on the leverage trade. So I showed you how to raise your stop. I hope you watched that. You just come here, you hit edit, and then you kind of move the bars any way you want to kind of how you see fit. Nice call on Lend, XRP Muser. You were the first one to make that call. Shout out to you. You said Lend right at the beginning of the stream. Well done. And look, we sold Bitcoin on that leverage trade, and we wouldn't have gotten more. There you go. Always sell when you're up. When you feel the euphoria like that, take it. Because that euphoria is telling you that everyone else feels it. And if everyone else feels it, they're taking profits. So just remember those things, right? Remember those things. Now, waves may have been a dumb move. It was a little high, honestly. But I just, you know what? I'm trusting in the market sentiment and what I saw in the charts. Okay, last thing but not least, then we're going to play a song. Then we're going to have a little fun, and then I'm out of here. So check it out. This was the dump down to 1760. Now, you're sitting here and you're watching the dump, okay? And what you want to do is you want to have your RSI. All you really need at this point is your RSI. And the first thing you do is you see a big dump. Wick. But then it gets wick back up, and you think that was my time to buy. And you may have bought there. But look, you want confirmed bullish divergence, okay? Let me make sure everything's looking clear on the screen. Let's bring this down. So you want confirmed bullish divergence here. Now, how do you get it? You're working with the R. Don't worry about the stochastics that it's cut off. We're not looking at it anyway. It doesn't matter. We can actually shrink it down so the RSI becomes more of what we're looking at here. And let's bring this line up a little more to give you guys what you need. So here. And we're going to even position this up a little higher. So here we go. I don't like how Windows does that. Don't fit the screen unless I tell you to. Pissing me off. Anyway, so check it out. Check it out. We're looking at this here, and we see that we have swing down and swing down, but we have right here. You're always looking for 2 points. Sometimes they're close. Like sometimes they're right in here. Sometimes they're more extended. The bigger the move, I found the more extended it is. And you're going to get what's called secret divergence. It's not going to be textbook, but as long as this angle is way sharper than this angle, you're going to make your buys right here. Every time. The second hill that you can touch. Sometimes it is 3 hills. Yesterday I was doubling down and getting in there, and it was 3 hills. It was. So, you know, there's a battle with that. And look, I sold it 493. Take your money. JD Hughes, you told me to get out. Thank you very much. That's a good friend. That's a good trader you want on your team. That's someone you want to roll with you, okay? They're not going to feed you nonsense. Oh, it's going up. BSI has got wives down. Yeah. Look where he said it right here. He says, go look at your transaction. You might not have made 73 if you market sold. Yeah, I made 60. You're right. I made $60. You're right. 100%. They took 13 on me. Gotta put in a stop limit. Right shoulder on waves chart. Very good. I like that. 1 bearish divergence. Need to cool off a little bit. CVC for up. Very good. Very good. I'm in Bitcoin from 18K. Very good. Very good. OMG moving. Okay. KNC looks good. Check your CVC futures trade, 1 minute bearish divergence. Don't worry about it, man. We'll let it rock. It'll probably go back down for a bit. But if it's a long trade, then it's a long trade, you know? Not stressing it. I'm only 8x leveraged. So, see, be a social swap. I think you leverage trade more than me, and you're quick to the hip. You're probably a better trader than me, man. I think you've been trading longer than me in futures. Storage, that's an oldie but goodie. So look, CVC just took a dump, right? Let me look at my leverage trade. It looks like it's probably down $20 now. Overextended, $8. I'm cool. I could take an $8 loss. Nothing wrong with that. We will possibly get back into the Bitcoin trade. Let me just finish what I was doing. Sorry, I'm bad on that focus, guys, with this. So anyway, so you're watching the dump, and you're going to see a dump, and you're going to think that's the end. And you're oversold, and you're going to make a great leverage trade right here, and you're going to think you're the best. Then you're going to be up. Now, that's cool. And what's going to happen there is when you're up right here, the stochastics are going to turn on you, right? The stochastics are going to turn on you a little bit. So here we go. What? No, we're doing great. Leave me alone, please. But guys, please, we're doing something serious here. Okay, so check it out. So here we go. My family doesn't understand, man, how important you guys are to me. So this is what it is. So here we go. We got the fall down here. Now, you would have made the leverage trade. Now, just to point out something, the stochastics would have turned on you. They're a good, always get out when the stochastic starts to turn on a leverage trade for sure. Okay? Take your monies. So there you go. That's up 0.73%, right? Now, on a leverage trade, I'm 34x in all my Bitcoin trades. So that's damn near 34%. Like, I'm making a killing on that, right? Now, but close that trade because it didn't do its double touch. It always has to double touch, guys. I'm showing you almost every time. We'll go by to every wick if you want, and I'll prove it to you. I'll prove it to you on every one of these wicks on Bitcoin that this is what it does, okay? So, and what you do is you wait, and when the wicks really hard, you're also going to see that the MACD is doing its thing. You're going to take and this is your double hill. And if as long as the double hill isn't as slanted, usually you want an upswing. But even if it's not as slanted, and that's how you get into the leverage trade. This is what I'm using all the time. I'm establishing bullish divergence on the bottom of a 1 minute chart. And I'm literally sitting here with this line. If you've seen me live, I'm literally doing this. And I'm like, and I'm waiting for it to close. And when it closes, snatch it, you know? Now let's look where Bitcoin's doing now. About to move. This is where you open a leverage trade yet again. So now we're going to open up another leverage trade, okay? We're going to go in for a little less than before so we don't lose money. We're just going to chip away. And if Bitcoin keeps moving, we're going to add. So we're going to market buy with an $18,000 stop loss. We're going to take profits at 19,100, and we're going to jump into the buy right now. Okay, we open up another leverage trade. Why? Because look, we're curling up. You only have to do that crazy when we're in a dump. Here, you just keep riding these moves. You know, blue line's curving, stochastics is down. This is where you re-enter the leverage trade yet again. And literally, today looks like a day that we can do what we did a couple days ago, and we can leverage trade almost all day. In and out, 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 in and out. It's like swimming the breaststroke. You know? It's like swimming the breaststroke. Anyway, I promise you guys we'd have some fun at the end of the video. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're feeling good on this Sunday. Isn't the 4-hour waves have clear bearish divergence? Stochastic's amazing too. Glad you're starting to use it. Have a great day. Y'all gotta teach. Gotta go teach music. Have a good one. Isn't the 4-hour waves? Yeah, let's look at the 4-hour waves. Maybe I missed that. And thank you for pointing it out so I can close the trade without a big loss. It could defy it though in moments of just insanity. We see it here too. Look, there's divergence on the 1 minute, but we could say that it already played out. So let's look at the 4-hour. Yeah, I mean, extreme bearish divergence. But you know what happens? What I'm going to try to tell you here is this is slight. So it's what's called secret divergence, which I've coined. I've coined that term myself. I'm the one who made it up. Everyone else may have done whatever they want. Now it's flat here, right? And this is pointed up. So it is divergence. So it means it played out. This is it playing out. So to me, the divergence already played out. And now we're on a new set. This is where you would be getting into the trade. It did pump. But I'm trying to tell you, man, I'm still bullish on this. So I appreciate you pointing that out. And I think I see it. And what I say is that whenever I see a big drop like that after the put, that is the divergence playing out. The fact that we're now starting to have a move up and a cross on the 4 hour, very, very strong. So yes, you were correct in seeing that, but to me, it's played out already. And you want to be able to decipher when you see it playing out and when it's not playing out, you know? Now this leverage trade going our way again. We're up another 3.5%. And this is how this works, you know? This is how this works. I should have actually made the trade a lot larger. But this is how I was able to 7x the portfolio the other day. Just slowly bringing it up. Just slowly bringing it up. Yeah, you got to be able to establish when it actually has occurred. And once it's occurred, you have to exit out then. Like once the bearish divergence has shown, it's like a car smashing into the wall. It's smashed up. It can't smash into the wall again. Like we've already smashed. Now we have to recover, pick up the pieces, and begin to grow. So what I am worried about is the 1 hour. It doesn't look too healthy. Okay, the 1 hour isn't really in my favor. Okay, so that's fighting me. But look, it's going up as we speak. And I think it's in a bit of a euphoric state. People were mad that they didn't get in on it. Look at waves now. Aave now up 59. The Bitcoin up trade, I should have closed here. No, up $73. Still doing really well. CVC only up $10. It's the small one here today. And E is still up 130. So doing great on the day. Feeling really good about the day and how it's going to move. And with that, let's have some fun. Who's up for some fun? Relax for the next 10 minutes, right? I'll take your questions. Anything else you want to talk about? But this is my thing right here. Watch this. This is hilarious. You've probably seen it, but let's laugh. Let's laugh.
All around me are my heavy shit coins. No more Bitcoin. No more Bitcoin. Spent it all on Tron. I have weak hands now. Where's my Lambo? Where's my Lambo? And I find it kind of funny. I find it kind of sad. The Ponzi's I've been buying are the worst that ever crashed. I find it hard to sell them. I find them hard to hold. I joined the Telegram to ask the question. Tell me
more.
When moon. When moon.
This guy's funny, man. He's got a bunch of these, man. Funny because it's true, right? All-time lows. You've seen this one? This one's good. This one's great.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride my olds down to all-time lows. I'm gonna buy till I can't
No more.
I'm gonna buy these olds 'cause they're
They oversold. I'm gonna buy till I can't no more. Bag, mutually attached. My bag, but you're in my neck. Shit is hot. Bitcoin, never sell. Never selling nothing. Never selling nothing. I'm never selling nothing. I'm never selling nothing. For my Binance, for my financial advice, I'll tell you what to buy next. Pump, tell it don't. Cause I'll never miss my chance. Selling nothing. Never selling nothing. nothing. I'm never selling nothing. Ride my alts to the old town lows. Gonna ride till I can't no more. They're oversold. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. He hits it on my iPhone. All that.
Everybody knows that the tether's back. Wish we could pump back up to those old-time highs.
They're so hilarious.
I'm gonna buy till I can't no more. I'm gonna buy these olds 'cause they're oversold. I'm gonna buy till I can't no more.
Now it closed that first leverage trade that we just opened right now. It's only up $6, but I'm gonna limit out because I can see that I closed it for a $7 gain because I could see that the stochastics, and look, I always close my leverage trade when the stochastics turn. That's and look, I should never have. Look at it pumps. Oh my god! But I do. That's what I do. I close when the leverage trades. I close my leverage trade when the stoch turns. And the RSI looks like it's going to turn every time. And that's how I stayed profitable the other day. We do see the big wick ups though. So I should just ride that leverage trade all the way to 9 because I think it's going.
Bitcoin and things like it is the equivalent of the red pill.
It definitely is. Huddle gang, huddle gang, huddle gang, huddle gang.
This is a technology. It's a
Huddle gang, huddle gang, huddle gang, huddle gang. Huddle gang, huddle gang, huddle gang, huddle gang. Huddle gang, huddle gang.
Crypto gang, ether gang, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man.
Blow.
Chew 'em up like bubble gum.
Dope.
Just made a meal with my pocket chain.
Yo.
Wreck about to go and join the huddle gang.
Yo.
Huddle gang, huddle gang,
Huddle gang.
Crypto gang, ether gang, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. Chew 'em up like bubble gum. Just made a meal with my pocket chain. Wreck about to go and join the huddle gang. Huddle gang, huddle gang, huddle gang. Ethereum pays for my rent. Bitcoin pays for the vent. Litecoin pays for the jet. Bitcoin cash for the rest. Spent 30 racks on an ICO. What coin did you buy? I forgot, yo. Just got started last night, bro. And I'm already hooked like
a pipe, though.
Flipping a coin, making it grow, taking it slow, letting it go. Cash flow's growing, it's incredible to watch it flow. Stacking the cash, taking it home, making it fast. I'm on a roll. Little bit mo's all I ask for the bubble, though. Currently learning about a new type of currency. Burning the dollar down like an emergency. Urgently, listen, my friends have been urging me. Coins have been surging, we're earning like surgency. We on a mission, man. Crypto maniac. Act like you don't really know about it. Stop that. Bitcoin blowing up like a bomb. Step back. Used to be a couple $100. Should've copped that. Blew up on a scene from the mind of a brainiac. Back in 2009, where the miners at? Silk Road, baby, it's gotta be anonymous. Satoshi blew up, now we on the map. Crypto gang, ether gang, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. Chew 'em up like bubble gum. Just made a meal with my pocket chain. Wreck about to go and join the huddle gang. Huddle gang, huddle gang, huddle gang. Everybody looking at me now and they're shocked now cause the price going down. Meanwhile, I'ma cop more at a discount with a smile cause I'm making money on the altcoins right now. I'ma double down like animal style sub now. People in the crowd, they watching me bubble up now. Open up a brand new Coinbase account and I'm buying everything from Ripple to Litecoin now. Pull out my principle, keep it real simple, then play with the house. Investing in crypto, I'm chasing these coins like they cheese to a mouse. I'm on the verge of a digital currency, merging technologies. This is the future, so obviously I'm all in. There's no bottom, we hodling now. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. Throw your hands in the air, man. If you down with the blockchain. I ain't got time for the haters, man. We about to grow to 1 million. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. Tell me, are you down with the crypto?
Yeah, we back in a leverage trade, just so you know.
Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. Throw your hands in the air, man. If you down with the blockchain. I ain't got time for the haters, man. We about to grow to 1 million. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. Tell me, are you down with the crypto?
It is the most powerful technology that the world has seen I believe, since the invention of agriculture.
Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. Bitcoin is better
Now you
than
wait.
currency.
As with most major technology shifts, let's think about what
See?
young people are doing. 32% of young people say they prefer Bitcoin to stocks. 42% of millennial males say they plan to purchase Bitcoin in the next 5 years. We're barely in the first inning right now.
Barely. That was 4 years ago, and we're just getting into the 4 minute. We're just getting there, man. Anyway, shout out to everyone on the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Keep up the vibes. We made a sick leverage trade. I took 40% about on that leverage trade. I wish I could have made the little freaking mobile, but I was too busy taking profits instead of making that little picture, so I couldn't do it. Anyway, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Hope you're doing well. Let's just look at my last, where we're at before we leave the stream, right? How did I get signed out of 3 commas? That's strange, and that should never happen during the day. It's my lifeblood, my lifeline. And look, I haven't seen my trades yet, so I'm afraid. I got to show it to you right now, guys, without knowing where I'm at. Where I'm at. All right, we're at 47 in Lend, $10 in CVC, 95 in Bitcoin up, doing great, right? XRP up on one and 4,600 on that Bitcoin trade, and $133 on ETH. So yes, life is good. Life is good. And if you want a leverage trade, it's simple, guys. Put a MACD, put an RSI, put a stochastics. When the MACD turns, it looks like this MACD actually isn't going to cross. It looks like we're going to get one of these, like, yeah, we'll see. But just watch the MACD. When it crosses, you get out of the trade. It's very simple. Very simple. Like right now, I would have gotten out of the trade. I did actually get out of the trade. I showed you. I tried to get back in one. I was down $7. I cut it off because it was pointless, right? So now this is going to reset. You're going to wait for this to curve up. And when you see the MACD kind of do its thing like this, start to curl up. And when you see the histogram turning into the pink, we buy in the pink where the blue line's curving. The pink with the blue line's curving. And the pink with the blue line's curving. And the pink with the blue line's curving. With hopefully a double bottom on the stoke. Double bottom on the stoke. Here you didn't get the double bottom, but yeah, it might have been slight. You just can't see it. Yeah, it was very slight, but it's there. So you use the Stokes, you use the pink, and you use the MACD, dude. And I'm telling you, you will become. I went 15 for 15 in 36 hours. You just saw me. I went 1 for 2, but one was 70. The other loss was $7. So come on. To me, that's 1 for 1, really. But yeah, I'm 50-50, but yeah. So we'll see what happens now. And now we're pushing out. Looking like the stochastics are already they're already low. So you're gonna wait. And you know what? Before I leave, maybe I'll make the last leverage trade for you guys. I'll leave you with the entry. How's that? RSR 120, 130 scalps. Newbie mistakes galore. I did that too. Let's see. I've had a great day. Gonna go teach some music. You too. Stochastics, amazing tool. Glad you're using it. Yeah, isn't nice to know that. Yeah, fancy cause it's true. Yeah, funny cause yeah, ha ha ha. Laugh my ass, laugh or cry. I did that too. This is like Lauryn Hill killing me softly, singing my life with his words. Newbie mistakes galore. RS 120, 130. I just want to publicly shout out Marafro, who's Abzilla. This is the type, and this is actually like kind of, I want everyone to see this because to me it's important. So I asked her for some advice, and this is why you should start your own channel, because look at what's happening to me. I'm starting a channel and look what people are doing. Hey, here's a few thoughts I had with regards to growing your channel. The best way to sell or produce service. I don't want to read this whole thing that she wrote, but she sat down and spent her time, right? Like kind of giving me a game plan. And I'm going to implement some of what she said. And a lot of them when she said I've had the same thoughts for, I just been like kind of spread thin. So gotta see me. So my whole thing is I just shout out to Abzilla, who's Marofro, I believe. Yeah, Morafro, right? And shout out to you, Morafro, because you know what's up. And look, we're curving on the stochastics now. This is kind of where you want to begin the next leverage trade, right? You want to see this blue line curve, though, until this blue line curves. And also, then you just use what we've been teaching, and like you start drawing your flags. Just start drawing your bull flags. We told you Bitcoin was bullish this morning. We told you that. We told you we're going to 19K. We put $3,000 on a 3x leverage trade on Bitcoin right here. That's now up $100. We also just made $170 on Bitcoin during the trade, during the live stream. And the live stream's only 2 hours long, so I'm making almost $100 an hour while I'm live streaming with you guys. But shout out to Appzilla for going out of your way to give me this. Look, the greatest thing is you can take advantage of your community. For example, people can ask you for charts they want to see in your Telegram group before you go on air. That way, when you go live, it's more like bam, bam, bam. And maybe leave the last 15 minutes for interactions with your viewers. That might make it easier for you to cut up the live videos into multiple shorter videos. That might go down better with the average person who has a 2-second attention span. She's 100% right, and she's making it really clear. And I just want to say thank you for your time and consideration. And I just got to work on my focus. That's my weak point is my focus. Like right now I'm focused on making it here at 9:30 every morning, tutoring as many people as I can, and then getting out a video a day. And then making sure I'm profitable so my family has food and that we make it through. Without all that, I mean, that's kind of it for me. Everything else is kind of a moot point, but I got to start bringing other things in. You need a producer to keep you on track. I do. I really do. Small inhale. What account recommend a beginner should use with 3 commas? The basic account, honestly. And if you're new to 3 commas, please, right here I have a referral link. Look, invite friends. And I would like to invite anyone who wants. 3 people have used my referral link. Shout out to you, 3 people of my 250 subscribers. Shout out to you, whoever you guys are. I know Jesse B's one. I know Kelly is one. And I just want to say thank you so much for you guys. That means the world to me. Keep trading. I said I get some type of bonus. I haven't seen it yet, but hey, maybe I will. But 33% have trial subscriptions, 3 referrals, and 117 people have gone to 3 commas due to me. So hey, I'm doing something for them, right? More than the average person. All crypto trading bots start free, right? Algorithmic crypto trading, test now. There's so much here. I was getting into bot trading last week. Really something I wanted to start considering. So shout out on the 33, baby. Yeah, look, 33. It's always there, man. It's always there. When I saw you were Bagwell 33, I was immediately like honed in on you. I was like, this guy knows what I know, or he's into what I'm into, or whatever it is. He's on it, So Waves was down $20. Now it's only down $3. So Ave up 46. CVC now down $6. Could be the weak link of the day. I don't know. I'm taking calls from my group. I like CVC. Looked all right to me. But honestly, take your own calls, guys. Like, you can't say you took someone's call, actually. You got to basically take your own calls. But this Bitcoin trade, too, I don't want to lose a lot. I'm going to shave it down now again, 6%. Boom. Let's look at Bitcoin now because I want to see if I want to get back into the leverage trade. We made a really good leverage trade. Sell when you're up every time. Look, I made that sell. It was a really good sell. 1 minute, please. Now, look, we're not there yet. But we're getting close. We're getting close. When that blue line curves up, that's when we're going to enter the leverage trade. And the Stokes should double bottom for us. So we want to see the Stokes kind of just do like, they don't always. Sometimes, but this is a little tiny one there. Here they didn't. They just kind of looped up and you had to get in. But this is the trade. We nailed it. Well done, everybody. We nailed this leverage trade here. I went in for 34X right here. We basically, and I should have got in earlier. You guys saw me fumbling. And then we got out at, we sold the top. I sold 5.9. I sold this wick because I sold at 5.93. It's not even on this chart because the futures has more adjusted price action. Hilarious. So I sold higher than the spot price, even as possible, which is amazing, right? Now I got in at 300 here. I should have rendered almost another 30% because each percent is wow. So fumbling around. So guys, learn from me. Market buy in there and market out, and just don't worry about it. Now look, there it is. The pink and the blue is curving. There was your shot out. That could be it. Or are we going to get bullish divergence? I don't know. I'm going to keep watching it, but I think that was it. To me, that was my indication to open the leverage trade yet again. So, and again, we're not going to do a lot. 25%, 23%. Smaller the better. And we're going to hit our price and 19,100 with an 18 $1,000 stop loss, 18,000. Yeah. 18,000, 1910. Can't stand how this does this though. 24% market buy, and we're in there at 563. And look, this should keep going. We're gonna get the cross now, and then when it crosses again, we're gonna sell out. And it's basically, we just repeat this process over and over again. And when you see the MACD turning like that, this is your indication, hopefully, that we're gonna get our move and our cross. They're a little far apart right now. It's a little weird to me. But this is where I make the entry, you know? And there we go. We're now already in profit, 0.5%, you know, 0.7%. And then you just keep doing this over and over again like clockwork, honestly. It didn't work on the downtrend yesterday, like JD Hughes pointed out.
Daddy, would you like me to
Yeah, hang those up for me. Put those where they go. Thank you, sweetheart. Smart girl. CVC trade's still down $10, but I'm long in it. And we already kind of went over the idea, so now Bitcoin coming down. Interesting. Look like it's going to kind of do something funny here now. So we didn't get our cross. I kind of front run that cross. Could get hurt now on the trade. Down $1. But the wick is telling us there's buy action. Buy action. I took a leverage trade long on Bitcoin. My target is 1886 this AM. Still open. Very good. Very good. I'm pretty sure we'll get there. That's the plan, right? Okay, here we go. Now we're already in profit on the leverage trade, 1.3%. I didn't put enough money in the trade, in my opinion. Maybe you should raise the leverage a little bit. There we go. There's another one. We get to post it. You get to post it if you have the BLLZs to get in, then you get to post it. That's how it works, right? That's how it works, guys. Fortune favors the brave, man. Ooh, look at that. It did let me post my Bitcoin trade. It saved it from before because I didn't. Dude, that's great. So as long as you sell the position, you can still post your trade. You know, we're going to kill this Bitcoin trade. We're getting the cross now on the MACD. Here we go, baby. That was just a fake out. And then we're off to the races. So we made it. We did what we were supposed to do. We bought the Stokes when we were supposed to. We bought the MACD when we were supposed to. Look, we're already at $20, rendering 5%. Oh, $2. Damn, that sucks. We're at 56 leverage. Let's go up to 63x leverage on that. We'll go hard. Okay. And yeah, man. Now we get to post another leverage trade. 2 today. I only lost a leverage trade when I was too tired to be trading. So what does that tell you? I shouldn't have been doing it. See? You just have to refresh the app a lot. It kind of is like not the greatest. Like it doesn't remember when I'm in or out, and like it's starting to forget. It's just showing me the same trade over and over again. We're already up 9%. It's saying now. I was holding an old trade or something. Trying to get it to reset. You know what? You have to change instruments, I feel like, and then go back and forth. There we go. But guys, man, you guys propelled me into leverage trading. You guys kind of pushed me into it, and now we're beasting it. See, in position is just $35. You need renter position to add bigger leverage. When you move leverage uncrossed, your funds get lower. So basically, you don't do anything with that by moving the leverage, right? Right? It's actually better to be under leveraged, right? And right? Isn't that the idea? So we want to go back, you know, like 32x, right? Okay. Teach me the way, man. And look, I'm just going to ride this one more leverage trade, and then we're going to close it out together. And then I'm going to be done. Because you know what? You're going to help me keep my focus. This is what I would be doing anyway. I'd be sitting here on a leverage trade. I just get to do it with you guys. So now we rock it out. Up 5% already. Killing these trades, man. Should have put more in the trade. Technically, this would be a good time to put a little more into the trade. But make sure you get out fast, you know. So now we're just going to see how much we can get out of this MACD cross. That's exactly what we're doing. We're just trying to see how much we can get out of the MACD cross. And we're not going to be greedy. We're just going to be happy with what we get, and then we're going to get out. We do that over and over again. It's like chopping a tree down with tiny little hacks. Now that wick tells me that there's buy pressure in the other way. Now we have to break through that top wick now to show that we can break through whatever order that was. MACD, come on, MACD. Every time it crosses, because this be the one time that we don't get the full push up. Now we're up 4.6%. Uni pumped off 358. So we missed a uni pump, guys. And to make money on a Sunday too, like that's something you have to remind yourself. You're making money on a Sunday, like on a Sunday. You know, the one day you should just be chilling, doing nothing. You're making money. Shout out to Ross Kush on that XRP buy, man. You really held it while we were underwater? Dude, you got some balls. That's crazy. Look at that futures trade, dude. I just killed it. 46%. It's dominated, man. Love that. I love that. So now look, it crossed. We didn't get our move, right? And to me, then I exit the trade. I exit the trade on a limit order because I'm done and I want to go hang out with my family for the day. And I only lost $1. I limit out. I limit out. I limit out. And I'm done. So I close the limit trade. I still got the CVC trade. It's only down $9. But see, look. I thought we got a beautiful MACD cross. We didn't get it. And don't stay in the trade. Now you wait for it to come back down again and you re-enter when the trade moves up again. Basically the same ideas over and over again, guys. And now look, we're flagging, which is strong. This is a bull flag. And again, use your pattern trades. We should come back down to the bottom of the pattern. That'll be your next entry at about 18,464. So you can put an order in right now for 18,464. See if you catch it. So that's what I'll do. Because that should happen at the bottom of the trend line, right? 18,464. So that's going to be, I'm going to set a trap there. So I'm going to set a limit order. And we're going to buy at 18,464 or better, right? And there you go. Take profit's going to be 19,100 again, same place. And 18,000 is the stop loss. And we're going to set that position open. So now we got an open order for Bitcoin to buy at 18,464. when it comes back down to the bottom of the pattern, which I really think it's going to, off of the Stokes and that will reset the MACD, and boom. So I'm preemptively adjusting the idea so I can catch this. Boom. We do see bearish divergence though, right here. Something I just noticed. So maybe I don't want to catch that on the low. We'll see. There's bearish divvy though, beginning to play out. See, we have swing up to swing up, but we have swing low on the price. Like so, see this? Swing low on the RSI, swing up on the price. Curving up now though, that could have been the bottom. Maybe that was the bottom. It didn't want to get to the bottom of the triangle, to the trend line. Now we're getting a curve up again. Stokes are low again. Double bottom stoke now. MACD coming up. That could be your buy-in right now, 513. So I can keep the original order down there. And then market buy in at 527. I feel like that's going to turn on us now. But wait for the MACD to cross. Because here we cross, but no potatoes, right? Had to get it perfect. So right now it's 505, 504. 527 though, you see the futures market's going to be way different. You're going to have almost a 1% spike in price due to the action on the futures market. 15-minute not good on Bitcoin storage. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to cancel my order there. Actually, you said the 15-minute not good on Bitcoin. But see, I would buy right now anyway, regardless, in the 1 minute and just make my 1 minute trades. The last time I was doing this, I really wasn't looking at the 15-minute. But you're right. 15 minutes is done. Like, we just rode this up. So we were able to make the 1 hour leverage trades on this run up. Now the 15-minute may close, right? I actually may even close this trade here. Or at least put it into break even, so I can't lose money, right? High chance I'm going to get stopped out of break even there, just because the leverage trade moves pretty fast. But at least now I'm protected, and I can either run it up or run it down. Now, 15-minute doesn't look good, but we can see how big are the moves in the 15-minute. Well, here a stochastic move all the way down and all the way up. So this 15-minute actually holds weight, right? We're going to basically see if we can hold this level of support and resistance right here. So here's a good place for a stop actually is 15,492. If we break 15,492, there's a big chance that we go back right down here to 18,230. Sorry, 18,492 back to 18,230. So, wow. These are your levels of support and resistance on the 15-minute. This is one right there too. We hope we can hold it. We go back to the 1 minute, we'll see how it's doing now. Yeah, see, it did come back down to the bottom of the pattern. 484. So it did exactly kind of what I think it will do. Stochastic's about to pump. I'm going to leave it alone due to that 15-minute. But the long-term trend looks good. Honestly, if we just kind of got our heads out of the trees, the long-term trend looks good. Like if I just kept the buy that I had in earlier. Long-term trend looks great. 4 hour wants to rock, right? 1 minute, not so much, but the 4 hour wants to rock. So I'm going to put in a smaller position. And we'll say, and this may go up and down throughout the day, but at the end of the day, I mean, this is going to make a bull flag and pop. I'm liking this right here, where it's at 18,519. Make that call. 19,100, take profit. Same thing over and over again. 18,000 is my stop loss. Just to not get liquidated. Don't be greedy. Boom. And we're going to market buy at 18,512. 18,513 was our entry. Rock this on the way back up again. One more time. Should get back to the top of the pattern at the very least at 18,555. And then we can go from there. Forgot to eat my breakfast, man. Now it's cold. Cold breakfast. Very rarely you get 2 double bottoms here on the MACD, especially in the 1 minute. There you go 1, there you go 1, there you got 1, there you got 2. So 1, you got an elongated 1. That's probably 2. So 1, 2, 3 regulars, 2 longs. 1, 2, 2 doubles there. This is a good entry, man. I'm feeling it. We're up in the futures already, 1.4%. And there we go. Come to the top of the pattern, man, like you want to. You know you want to. You know that's what you do for a living. You just go up and down inside of patterns. That's all you do. Bon appetit, I know. Yeah, the 4-hour Bitcoin looks amazing. So, Bitcoin futures not getting my moment at the... Yeah. Bitcoin 1 hour just started, so we have much more space to go up on Bitcoin and spot. Yeah, but I feel what you're saying, but that's why I'm using very small amount. You're probably using way... My small amount, I won't get liquidated. My liquidation price is $15,118, dude. You know, I have such a small amount in here. I would get liquidated at $15,000. So it's kind of like... It's kind of a moot point, you know? And look, the leverage trade going my way. I mean, you just got to stay in the pocket here. So, like, if this is my goal, just to get up here, great. I mean, this should break out too. This is a bull flag. That should definitely break out of the bull flag. So I'll give you guys the target for the day where I see it going. Temporary Bitcoin target is up at that line there, 19,000. Again, I say we come back to 19,000. Probably for rejection, but yeah. So far good. We didn't even get the cross yet, and we're already in the positive. Up 4.8, up 4% already on the leverage trade. So don't refresh and make a sell, and it should show you. You just have to search the asset every time, or it shows you like the wrong trade. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to my channel, you're already doing the right thing. You're on the right path. You got good energy. You got good vibrations. I'm just an indication of that. So thank you guys so much. And remember, 1, 2, 3. We got to say it together. Because, wait, I got to find my out window. Because I hate when I go out and then I really don't go out. It's like awkward. It's like, and then I'm still here. You know? And then it's like, well, are you going to go? Or are you going to stay? Or what are you doing? And I'm like, well, I'm staying, but I'm going, but I'm not. And I'm here, but you're here. And I'm there. And who's where? And where are we? I'm just messing around. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, guys. Crypto is life.